And we're live. Welcome to I Drink and I Know Things. Let's hang out, man. You want to join? Jump into Discord. There's a link up in there. We're going to listen to a couple songs, and then we're going to talk a little bit about, Afghanistan or Michigan. Sorry. Wrong place. My
It's
bad.
Michiganistan, thank you very much.
Well, they're easily confused. Um, it happens.
Fair
But
enough.
but we're gonna hit on this song here. Copyright free, so YouTube gods, fuck off. I win this one.
You're never gonna make it, you're not good enough. There's a million other people with the same stuff. You really think you're different, man, you must be kidding. Think you're gonna hit it, but you just don't get it. It's impossible, it's not probable, you're irresponsible. Too many obstacles, you gotta stop it, yo. You gotta take it slow, you can't be a pro, no one's your time no more. Who the fuck are you to tell me what to do? I don't give a damn if you say you disapprove. I'm gonna make my move, I'm gonna make it soon. And I'll do it cause it's what I wanna fucking do. Cause all these opinions and all these positions, they come in millions, they blocking your vision. But no, you can't listen, that shit is all fiction. Cause you hold the power as long as you're dreaming. There's no way that you make it. Maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? You can take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Or will you fucking fight back? You ain't gonna make it, you ain't never ever gonna break it. You can never beat them and they're better than you face it. Thinking that they're giving them your life, think it's great kid. No, they don't give a damn, you got what I'm saying? I'm not really playing, I'll give it to you straight, man. There's too many others and you're not that great, man. Stop what you're saying, stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you just fake it. Nah, I don't wanna hear it anymore, I don't wanna hear it anymore. All these fucking thoughts saying not what I need anymore. I'm about to shut the motherfucking door on all you poor ass haters with your heads in the clouds. Talking out loud so proud, you better shut your goddamn mouth before I do one speak out. It's about to hit south. There's no way that you make it. And maybe you can fake it, but you're never gonna make it. Aren't you just gonna take that? You can take it all back. Don't tell me you believe that. Aren't you just gonna take that? Or will you fucking fight back? Fight back.
Well, no, as I'm finding the next one here, we're gonna go with let's see, Failure. All right, let's see what that is. We're gonna play a couple songs here, then we'll get into the show proper, guys. We're early here, so
Just a little bit.
it is what it is.
Yeah, all because you want to fish.
I don't get what I want, I get what I need. Every single day I'm heading off to my dream, and I get everything that I damn well please. I don't give a damn if you want, listen to me, cause I want it. I'm the only one that really want it. I'm the only one. I'm just being honest. I'm just doing everything I promise, cause I want it bad enough that I'ma make it as an artist. And I know I'm not the smartest, and I know I'm not the largest, but I promise you that I'ma be the one that worked the hardest. Cause I promise you that I'm just getting started, and I promise you that my skills are getting sharper. So I'ma get started, can't be guarded. Nah, I'm the one that get retarded. Get the party started, yeah, get the party started. Yeah, so let me get up on it, yeah. Bitch, you got me fucked up, and I don't know what's up. Pour that shit in my cup, we about to turn out. Crank this shit up so loud, it sounds like we're sold out. In front of a whole crowd, we can't control now. Take this shit too personally. Everybody got a different version of me. Everybody gotta be learning from me. Everybody wanna be working with me. And I feel like there's uncertainty and urgency. No matter what you wanna be, but honestly, we change our minds constantly. So stop and breathe, no matter who you wanna be. An option, so I'd be cautious. I hope that you're watching. Don't try to stop this, work until I'm nauseous. Cause I will not quit, no, because I want this. Don't try to stop me, an option, so I'd be cautious. I hope that you're watching. Don't try to stop this, work until I'm nauseous. Cause I will not quit, because I want this. Don't try to stop me. Not for me, I don't give a fuck if you got a cause agree. Did you learn anything? Really worth anything? 200 grand later, we're not even working. Student loans worth more than what we're earning. Best lesson I've learned is to keep on searching. Find your true passion and get to work. You better take action. You gotta certain. Yeah, that's a fact. So you better clean up your act. So you better bring yourself a sack. And tell the world that you're stuck on that. Don't come back, pack your bags. You take the trip and don't relax. You hit the switch and just attack. You find your niche and make some racks. Don't go back. Everybody wake up. It's time to break up. Live the life you made up. It's time to trade up. Live the life you want now. A life you don't doubt. Fuck out. Just keep your grit out. Wake up, and this life is a blur. Everyone's got an opinion, so it's what you prefer. Cause I'll give you one that's coming from another winner. Don't give up. Your dream, if it's what you deserve. An option, so I'd be cautious. I hope that you're watching. Don't try to stop this, work until I'm nauseous. Not quit, no, because I want this. Don't try to stop me. An option, so I'd be cautious. I hope that you're watching. Don't try to stop this, work until I'm nauseous. Because I will not quit. I got this. Don't try to stop me. So I be cautious. I hope that you're watching. Don't try to stop this. Because I don't like it. Because I want this. Don't try to stop me now.
All right, last one, then we'll get into the show proper. Here we go.
Probably.
Yeah, she's got some nice long hair, and you know that she's a gadget. All the boys there can't help it. Knows that she wears short skirt and a jacket. I just wanna get her on the now, just wanna have it. I just gotta have it. Who's all around? Say her body was fantastic. All natural, not a piece of rubbish. head to her toes. Yeah, they say that she's a latch. Yeah, the whispers all around. Say we have her reputation. Don't believe it till I see it. So I'm gonna demonstrate. And I'm always getting better with the hands-on education. So I feel the private passion. Check what I'm afraid. No, she's really complicated, but that only makes it better. And it's got me so fixated. And I'm not the type to wait around. I've never hesitated, but she's got me captivated. So the game I'm gonna play it. Baby, show me. You like to get away. I heard you like to stay out late. I heard you had a couple boyfriends. I heard they didn't treat you right. I heard you're hated by your girlfriends. Cause all the guys want you tonight. Yeah, they say she's too hot. They say she's too cold. Where she came from, nobody really knows. They say she acts cold. They don't play, they're out of control. They say she was sent from the heavens, but I'm not too sure that this girl is a blessing. She's got the devil's eyes and they'll cut you like a button. She's got in my mind like a bad obsession.
All right, and now we're heading to the show proper.
Okay, do you like that song because of the lyrics, or do you like that song because of the beat? Because I mean,
I like actually, that's the first time I heard that song. I like the beat though. That would be what I would go for. There is the beat. I see Mole joined the. What is that?
I don't like that song in any way, shape, or form.
yeah,
Burn for all I care.
Yeah, dude. You know, hey, Charlie
I
Sheen-
missed you though. I missed you.
All right,
Let's change
come
the
on
subject. I love you, buddy.
Charlie Sheen's cool by me. Come on now.
I'm watching the lyrics go by, and I'm reading. I'm like, she's got a body like a coke fiend. I'm like, what? Why?
Like a coke fiend?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's
So
what
what
it
does
said.
she have? Black eyes and a bloody nose or something?
She got black eyes and a bloody nose. Straight Pulp Fiction shit going on around here.
She
No,
looks
man.
like Skeletor's anorexic daughter.
right.
But with,
That bitch ain't ate in 3 weeks.
To be
I
fair,
can't go to sleep. I'm fucking shaking too much. I keep
Fair.
falling out the bed.
to be fair, it is copyright-free music. Thank you very much.
It would be.
Yeah. And we got Creepy Little Book in the chat. What's up, man? No, I wanted to open up a little bit early here today. I got some fishing to do. we're gonna catch dinner tonight. God damn it!
Heck yeah.
So, so I want to start a little bit early. Open up with a little bit of music. All right. So, Sherardi, you want to bitch about Michigan a little bit? Go ahead.
I do want to bitch about Michigan. There's a possible bill in Grand Rapids that could be passed. Grand Rapids, Michigan could make it illegal to call the police on people of color for
What?
participating in their lives. That's how they worded it in this thing. It's not how they worded it in another one.
I just got a question. What do they mean by participating in their lives? Like,
It says in this one, it worded it differently in another one that I had open earlier today. I posted a shit ton of things earlier. Grand Rapids could soon have an ordinance that would make it a criminal misdemeanor to racially profile people of color for participating in their lives. The bias crime reporting prohibition is one of a handful of adjustments that would be made to the city code as part of the proposed human rights ordinance. Other components include
Here's
expanded.
my question.
How would they enforce that? That sounds so subjective.
Mole, I have to cut you off.
Okay, go ahead.
Here's my only question. Does it apply to white people?
It applies to anyone who calls the cops on a black person. One that I read earlier today. Just listen. If they are not doing anything that was what I read earlier, quote, felonious in nature, they themselves, the people who called, that is, will be arrested.
That's already against the law. It's called false reports.
No, they could be trying to snatch your purse. That's not felonious. That's not a felony. That's what they meant by felonious in nature.
Oh, so larceny's okay, but nothing. I mean, you can commit all the misdemeanors they want, but no felonies.
No, let's be ridiculous here. Let's say Mole is walking down the street with a purse, right?
Mm-hmm.
I run up to grab Mole's goddamn purse. I miss.
Mm-hmm.
That means I'm good? I didn't do shit wrong, right?
I posed this hypothetical earlier today. I'm like, okay, hypothetically, white cop pulls over black guy because he's going too fast. He doesn't know that he's a black guy. He's just doing his job as a speed cop. Does that mean that the black guy gets to call the cops on the white cop and get said cop arrested for not doing something felonious?
Yeah, that'll never happen. That would never happen.
If the bill should pass. I mean, it hasn't passed, but
no, I just mean it would never happen that a cop would get.
Well, I think it's totally ridiculous. Okay, if you want to talk about a bill to pass a law to where the cops can't, they can't profile, they can't felonious.
They shouldn't anyway. I mean, that's.
Well, yeah, they can't feloniously stop you. They can't, because I lived in a small town and the cops knew me. I'm walking around town. I'm 25 years old. It's 2 a.m. They stop me, frisk me. Is that okay? No, it's not. It's totally legal for me to be walking down the sidewalk. Totally legal. They have no right to stop and frisk. None. If you want to pass a bill like that, I'm all for it. But if you want to put the racial prejudice there, then I'm going to tell you to get bent.
Right.
And Bradley, stop.
I can't see that kind of bill passing. It's too. I mean, that would. I just couldn't see it passing. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
But
I
totally
don't
ridiculous.
either, to be honest. But should it pass, I mean, Michigan is going to just become another California, to be honest, which really sucks because that's where it's.
Well, aren't you already halfway there? Look at Detroit. Half of Detroit is vacated.
That is the lower part of Michigan. That is like southern LP Michigan.
Yeah. Grand Rapids is way up north, isn't it?
not way up north. That's like mid-state, but
Mid-state.
yeah.
Okay.
Well, no, and we don't have to, dox anybody more, but no.
No,
The thing remains, though, half of Detroit is fucking empty. Michigan
Mm.
is a cesspool, and it is bleeding taxpayers, and it is bleeding citizens left and right. They're all moving away. Why? Because there's nothing in fucking Michigan.
That's
There's
the
nothing
entire
there.
Midwest. To be honest with you, Illinois is like that. Wisconsin's like that. Michigan's like it's the entire Midwest.
and I seen something earlier today that I still have to double check to make sure if it's true or not. But it says breaking Ebola concerns in Texas after illegals from the Congo crossed the border into the U.S. According to sources in Texas, U.S. Border Patrol agents have apprehended illegal aliens crossing into the U.S. from Congo. There is currently a deadly Ebola outbreak in the Congo.
That's weird. I never knew that we bordered the Congo.
It doesn't mean that.
I'm just joking. It was a joke. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Mhm. The UN was urged earlier this week to ramp up Ebola prevention work in the Democratic Republic of the Congo to the highest level of emergency response. Brian Kolfage, however the fuck you say that name, told the pundit, so take it for what it is, that, the We Build the Wall organization was told of these developments earlier this week during the construction near El Paso. And a tweet from him says a DHS insider exposed to us Congo migrants have made it to the USA with confirmed cases of Ebola. 3 are in custody in Laredo, Texas, and 6 are in Laredo, Mexico, and in Juarez next to our wall. Like I said,
Well, no, and here's the thing. All right, you got Oregon going batshit crazy. You got California going batshit crazy. Don't get me started on Washington State. The only sane states in the western fucking side of the United States are what? Maybe Arizona, New Mexico. No, not New Mexico. I fucking forgot. There are a bunch of Democrats. You got Nevada, Idaho, Colorado, maybe. They're on the fence. We're really looking at a straight up culture war 1-for-1 at this point, aren't we, Mo?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, pretty much. I think the tribalism in America is getting way, 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 way out of hand. People are not judging anybody on merit anymore. It's all based on the color of your skin or whatever check marks you can check in your box. Like who's the most oppressed?
That's dumb.
You get the. I think it's dumb too. I mean, whatever happened to meritocracy?
Oppression Olympics. In that case, I win.
Right. I think it's silly.
Yeah,
I mean,
but here's the thing, man. No, but that's not even the way it's really boiling down, Mole. Because let me lay it out to you this way. Let's look at the voting demographic of Oregon.
okay.
Oregon, Eastern Oregon, red block. You got the Cascade Mountains where I live, red block. Then you got Eugene, Springfield, Salem, and Portland, all blue. Which way does the state go? Blue.
It goes blue.
Now, when you're looking at the proportion landmass, you're looking at a gigantic conservative base. Gigantic. But they don't equal the same numbers as Portland, Oregon. So what you're looking at is you're basing everything off of a major city in the very northwest of Oregon that is on the border with fucking Washington. It's hardly an Oregon city. I'm sorry, Portland. You're pretty much Washington light.
Right. Yeah. And Portland's mayor is fucking out of his goddamn mind. from what I've read about him anyway.
Well, don't get me started on Kitty Piercy. That fucking dumbass dyke of a governor can fuck her fucking self.
You know, what you were just saying about Portland, that's kind of the whole problem with all of the states, really, is that, I mean, the larger cities are the ones that have a majority of the you know, the people in the lower range of money making and whatnot. So, I mean, they're the people that get elected to go to Washington D.C. are always from the bigger cities. Like, I don't see any representatives from small towns. I don't see any senators from small towns. It's always big city people. Like in Illinois, all our representatives, all our senators, almost everybody comes from Chicago. I'm pretty sure California's the same way. They all come from big cities.
And when you're looking at Chicago, man, you're looking at the machine. It is what the 1920s was for New York with, you know, the machine.
Oh, you talk about the corruptness and all that shit?
Yeah.
Yeah, that goes even further back than the 20s. I mean, that goes back to what was that one guy that like ran everything back in the like late 1800s in New York? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the Irish guy.
Yeah. The big fat, the guy they always put in the political cartoons. You know what you know who I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, no, exactly. And that's what I'm saying. And if you look at Illinois, I bet you it's the same layout, man. You're looking at Chicago, deep blue, and then you're looking at all the farmland, deep red.
Yeah.
Now, we're not giving anything here for libertarians. All right, we're not. It's not going to happen. When you're looking at a political landscape like this, you're looking at blue and red. So if you look at the whole state is surrounded by red, but one fucking population center, and they vote Democratic. Yeah, that seems fucking right. Right? I mean, we should be cool with that.
Yeah, it's but you're right. It is. It's the bigger cities have a larger population, so they get further than the other. You know, it just seems to work out that way. Like, and now, like, there's a lot like the West Coast has a lot of sanctuary cities, doesn't it?
Well, Oregon is a sanctuary state, and we are finding Kitty on that shit. That dumb dyke bitch can go get bent, dude. Like right over her desk. I don't give a fuck. Me too. Yeah, I'm a you too. You fucking bitch. I wouldn't even rape you. That's right. I went full Sargon.
Oh, you're dead, Carl Benjamin. You're dead.
Really?
I hate this bitch. You have no idea. All right. So Oregon banned.
There's fucking Rashida Tlaib in my state, so fuck off.
Fair enough. You got me beat on that one. All right. I'll tip my hat to you. You win. And you're also stuck with Michael Moore, right? Doesn't he live in Dearborn?
Shut the fuck up.
Supersize me. And yes, I know that's a different documentary by a different guy, but the joke fits. Fuck off. All right. So, Mole, I haven't seen you in a while. How you been, man? What's going on? What's up?
Good. I've been good. Just been busy. Just kind of took a break from everything. Everything was getting crazy. I guess I missed some big rift in the atheist fucking little circle. I'm not sure what happened, and I'm not sure if I want to know. So all I know is I was gone for a couple months, and I come back, and now everybody hates each other all of a sudden. I don't know what happened. I don't really care either, to be honest with you. But it's not nothing new. I've just been trying to stay busy and work and stay away from the toxicness of what YouTube and Twitter were turning into for a while there. It hasn't changed much.
You still coming over to the west side, motherfucker?
I want to. I want to, for sure.
But no, man, I have no idea what's going on in the atheist community. As soon as I shared my opinion on abortion, they ostracized me. So, you know, they can fuck the fuck right off.
I don't get their pleas for tolerance and love for everybody, and then that's the kind of tolerance and love they show. It doesn't seem very tolerant to me. I don't
Dude,
know.
I said one sentence and the whole chat and everybody turned on me. I'm like, whoa, buddy.
Yeah. It's really it's sad to me, honestly, to see all these people. Like they always talk about tolerance and love, but the first time someone disagrees with them, they fucking out comes the fucking, they're on attack instantly. And I don't know. I mean, you can't learn anything from anybody if you don't listen. So I don't know. I'm not that kind of. I'm
I
not
am
fond of
happy
that.
to see atheist back, fucking what's his name? You know who I'm talking about. Canadian chap.
Oh, yeah.
Another freaking atheist. Yeah,
Dom,
I'm glad to see
Dom.
him
You're
back.
talking about Dom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see him back. I was worried about him because he fell off the map and I heard some shit, but
Yeah.
I'm glad to see he's back and he's looking healthy.
Yeah,
That's
me too. Yeah, I was a little worried of myself, but what can you do? It doesn't do you any good to worry about people because they're going to do them no matter what. So
Yeah, exactly, man. So all right. We don't have to dive deep into we don't have to go balls deep into politics, if you know what I'm saying, Mole. We don't have to do that because you don't necessarily want to do that.
I don't mind. I don't mind it. It's all right.
All right. So Trump being impeached, what do you think?
Ugh, I'm terrified of Mike Pence becoming president.
Why? Because
know
he's
that.
super duper Christian.
Yes, that's why. That's exactly why. Anybody that thinks that they can convert a gay person to a straight person is insane in my book.
That the way that you put that.
What other way can I put it? That's insane.
It's amusing.
Yeah. Well, I'm sure it's not amusing for the gay people that are fucking they're trying to convert.
Yeah, they're fucking. That's for sure.
Right. Oh, it was about trans athletes. Jason Blackmore is saying the split was. Can you elaborate a little bit more on that? Like, were some for it and some against it? Is that what you mean?
Who, me?
No, I was talking to Jason Blackmore in chat. I'm sorry. He just told me the rift in the atheist community was about trans athletes. But while we're talking about it, what do you guys think about trans athletes? I think it is pretty unfair. I don't think
there should be a trans athletics
There you
area.
go. There you go. It should be if you want to be a trans athlete, then only trans athletes.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty unfair for a trans woman to compete with biological women, because they do still have that whole extra testosterone thing, which does make them faster and stronger. If anybody wants to argue about it,
structure, muscle
right,
tone.
Yeah.
The whole body is different.
Yeah, yes. The list goes on and on.
Despite what you women out there in the interwebs think, men and women are physically different. This person that is talking right now is a biological woman. I'm not a Z, I'm not a Zer, I'm not a they, I'm not a them, I'm not what the fuck ever else kind of gender you guys think is there. I am a female. I was born female.
Right.
Men and women are biologically different.
Right. Yeah.
No, that's me just being as brutally honest as I can fucking be.
Right. That's just it is the way it is. You can't change biology. Biology is biology, whether we like it or not. It's just the way it is.
Well, no, here's the thing, man. When you're looking at the voting demographics all across the United States, a majority of the population would side conservative over liberal. So if you look at the map, You have the dark blue, which is the major cities, and then you have red everywhere else. So, Mole, if
Yeah.
it was to come down to a civil war, how exactly do you think this would play out?
I have no idea really, because I mean the divide isn't like state to state. I mean, it's like literally it could be from one house to the next. I really don't have no idea how it would work out.
Okay, because I asked Jason, he's slow on the uptake or not, or typing it out. What the fuck is a turf? Because I'm apparently a moron.
Oh, aren't they the fucking bull-like lesbians, right?
I have no idea. The only turf I know of is the stuff that's on football fields.
Right.
I couldn't tell you.
Google or what's that one site? The fucking
DuckDuckGo.
not DuckDuckGo. The fucking slang site where you just look everything up and it'll tell you. You know, the normie site for it. Translation.
Trans exclusion radical feminist. That's what it means. Turf does, by the way.
I'm a feminist.
Well, no. All right.
There's
So
a swerf.
swerve.
Sex worker exclusionary radical feminist.
I don't know about all that. All right.
Urban Dictionary. Lots of stuff.
Yeah. So Mole, man.
Yes, sir.
All right. What do you think about this idea that they're going to impeach President Trump? Do you think they have a case to stand on?
I really don't know enough about it to tell you one way or another. To be honest.
Okay. Are you glad they got rid of Jeff Sessions and you no longer have the overbearing Smurf of the drug war?
Do what now?
Are you glad they got rid of Jeff Sessions and you no longer have the overbearing Smurf of the drug war proceeding over said war?
Was he the guy that worked for the? Is he the guy that worked for the DEA?
Yeah, he was the top.
Yeah, like the director of the DEA or whatever.
No,
Well, did you
Attorney General.
sincerely just apologize for having an opinion or somebody else thinking your opinion was BS?
No, I just said sorry that he thinks that. I mean, he's entitled to think whatever he wants. I wasn't apologizing for anything.
Okay.
No.
All right, well, reading the chat real quick. Straight Sith Mail, Dodge, they have nothing. I am predicting there will be no impeachment. We got
hold on a second. I got to ask Mr. Jack a question. What do you mean gay acceptance BS? How is gay acceptance bullshit? I'm curious how that's bullshit. How would you feel if all of a sudden people were like, straight people can't fuck anymore? This acceptance of straight people has got to go. Would you feel the same way about that, Mr. Jack?
I'd be pissed.
I'm just curious. Would you feel the same, Mr. Jack?
Okay, Mole,
Yes,
I gotta tell you something about Ain't Jack. He's here to troll.
Yeah, well, he's doing a good job of it.
Yeah,
So bravo for him. Bravo.
He's here to piss off Dodge. We tend to ignore him unless he says shit that makes a good point.
Yeah, well, he hasn't yet, so I'll leave it alone.
He hasn't. Oh, damn. Shots fired, Aunt Jack. You hear that? The mole's coming for you. What you gonna do? What you gonna do?
Yeah, Ain't Jack comes here to try to piss people off.
Yeah, well.
The mole comes for you. Anyway, God damn it.
Now that I know he's not sincere, it hurts much less.
No, sometimes he does go after people pretty damn hard. But he is Korean. Well, Korean and American. He lives in America. I think he was born in America, but he chose to be Korean.
Actually, last night I saw in the chat, he said he has a Georgia accent. I'm just like,
That's funny as fuck.
I'm picturing Jackie Chan with a Georgia accent, and I can't get over that.
Jackie Chan?
Chan's Chinese, bud.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. I said that to piss him off.
Okay. Yeah, but that is funny to think about, though.
I don't remember if he speaks Cantonese or Mandarin.
He says he was born in Korea, actually. Yeah, you dumb bitch.
Cool.
I said I don't remember if he was born in the United States or not.
Oh, just to be fair, I added the dumb bitch part for dramatic effect.
I was reading it. I still don't fucking care.
All right, so here's the thing, Mole. Why is it not okay to own mannequins? I say they're creepy and disgusting, and you're a degenerate if you own one. What do you say?
I don't know. It depends on if you're a tailor, I suppose it's okay. I don't know. It is a little bit creepy, though. I would have to say it's a little bit creepy. I mean, it definitely leans toward creepy. I mean, if it's not outright creepy, it's definitely on its way there.
Yeah, it's halfway down the block.
Right. It's definitely on its way. It's most certainly made that exit.
What do you say, Sharardi, as a mannequin owner? No! Stop it! That creepy fucking bitch.
Yeah, like Lynn said, if you make your own clothes, it's all right. Absolutely.
What? You don't like the mannequin?
Well, she does have a pretty mouth.
Goku likes her ears.
You sure do got a pretty mouth.
Thank you. At least you got the joke. I had to.
You're a fucking horrible person.
God damn. No, that thing is creepy. And if it was in my house, I would decapitate it. But all you have to do is unscrew the head, right? So that's not hard. Oh my god, that is so fucking creepy. Her hair even fell off.
Ah! She's a cancer patient mannequin. Mannequins have rights too. Mannequin rights matter. Mannequin lives matter.
Yeah, damn right. Oh, let's check out the chat. All right, Ken Lynn or a hairdresser, they use head. There are a few professions. Oh God, they use heads.
You graduated from college and you spelled professions wrong. I'm disappointed in you, Lynn.
Oh no shit, right? I thought you were a lawyer, candidate. What's going on here? No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, my God.
I'm just totally joking. I still love you. You know that.
And she's laughing that the wig fell off.
Lynn is so cool. She's one of the coolest chicks I've ever met. She's awesome.
Well, no, absolutely. I'm not going to kiss her ass, though, because she still spelled professional wrong.
I'm not kissing her ass. I just haven't talked to her in a long time, and I miss her. So, but I am going to make fun of her for spelling professional.
Mole's getting all sappy.
I am.
Do you need to hug the mannequin?
Mole has always been sappy. He's always been a nice guy. He's kind of like the softer side of memes.
That ain't that bad. I don't mind. That ain't bad at all. The gay thing is actually personal to me because I almost lost an aunt due to it. How do you almost lose someone due to being gay?
Well, depending on where they live and...
Okay. I take that back. If you don't live in the Middle East, how do you almost lose an aunt to being gay?
Well, what part of Korea does he live in? Does he live in North Korea? Does he live in South Korea?
If he lived in North Korea, I doubt he'd be streaming with us. Something just tells me that.
He lives, or did he live in North Korea?
Oh, yeah, okay, that's possible.
Because he says he has an accent. Where's his family from?
Oh, hey, Mole.
Yes,
Just so you get jealous. I have in my hand an ounce of it is called Holy Grail. It's 24% THC, and it was $50 for
That
one
explains your
ounce.
fucking rumbling right now.
1 ounce. $50, my friend.
that is absurdly cheap, and I am so super jealous. Holy shit, that is super cheap.
Well, no, and like that's the difference between the East and the West
Oh.
Coast, motherfucker. Come to the West Side.
And I live in the Midwest, where we have the most fertile soil ever. We could probably grow grape pot here, but no. It's getting close, though. I'm pretty sure Illinois is
They
almost
fucking
there.
chop down all the goddamn apple trees. I'm pissed. Just because we need to grow corn instead.
Right. I like mean, I like corn, don't get me wrong. But like where I live, pretty much all you see in the summertime is corn. Beans, corn, beans, corn. That's literally it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Corn and fucking soybeans.
Yeah,
Fuck you in your eyeballs.
Oh, there might be a few hogs here and there, but
Oh, and alfalfa.
Corn and beans. Oh yeah, I forgot about alfalfa. That one's not quite as, I don't know about Michigan, but Illinois.
That's interesting. Lynn County here in Oregon is known as the grass seed capital of the world. They just grow grass, so we like literally just grass.
Like grass isn't the kind you cut grass? Like
like they sell the seeds, dude. Yeah, it's a grass seed fucking capital of the world, man. you got some good grass that came from Oregon. No, it's funny too, because that whole area of the state, like Lynn County, is all just fucking fields and corn and grass and shit, and it's all dusty and fucked. But they're selling this grass seed all over the world. It's like, dude, it's coming from like the most fucked up part of Oregon, other than Eastern Oregon. We don't talk about them.
They don't count.
My buddy Dave's just nodding his head no. He's getting mad at my Eastern Oregon jokes.
Aw, poor little snot. He just wants to talk about ICP again. And Dodge muted himself on purpose.
Yeah, well, you don't need to get mumbling. All right, so Mole, man. All right.
Yeah.
So here's the thing, dude. When it comes to this trade war that's upcoming with President Trump, that is supposed to adversely affect your area of the country directly. They're talking about tariffs on food imports to China, which where do you export? Mostly to China. Do you see a downfall in the economy in the Midwest or not?
Well, I mean, if it's like food products such as corn and soybeans, most certainly. Yeah. I mean, that is our biggest export, actually, So yeah, I'm sure it would cause issues. I mean, I'm not an economist or anything, but I mean, just common sense says that, it could cause issues. But I mean, we could always export it to someone else, couldn't we? There's other people that need to eat.
Mm-hmm.
China's not the only country in the world. So I don't know.
I don't see a problem with it at all.
So
Trump is a master negotiator, and China is gonna know that they fucked up, and I should have put done after no they done fucked up instead of done no they fucked up.
Yeah, Yoda. All right. So I'm gonna chat here. We got Spray Sith Mail. Dodge. Just admit your state and country is gay.
County.
County is good.
County. Okay, first off, straight Sith mail. You come from New Mexico, man. You had to fence in Billy the Kid's grave, for God's sake. Like, so before you come talking to me about how my state is fucked, how about you figure out how, you know, we could pay our respects to somebody's grave site without a goddamn fence when you couldn't even hold him in to begin with a fence when he was alive. God damn it. New Mexico. Oh, Gary Johnson. Don't get me fucking started on that cunt. He ruined the goddamn Libertarian fucking party. Like, you want me to go off on New Mexico? I will go off on New Mexico, god damn it. Go ahead. I'll stop. I'm gonna roll a cigarette, damn it.
Okay, how about we talk about the GoFundMe build the wall people getting told that the GoFundMe isn't going to be used for building the wall, and they say, okay, we'll just ask the people if we can build a wall in their backyard because you government assholes aren't going to build the wall or use this money to build the wall, and we will use our money to build it instead.
Well, I don't think that would ever work because I'm pretty sure you can't just.
They're doing it.
I'm pretty sure you can't just bypass the government and build your own wall.
They are.
Well, I don't think it'll last. If they do build anything, I'm pretty sure the government's not just gonna be like, okay, that's cool.
Mole, here's the thing, man. If it's
Yeah,
on
that's cool.
property, I can build anything I want. I can build a 15-foot wall with electric fucking wire wrapped around
Well, yeah,
it.
you absolutely can. But I thought she meant like as in at the border.
Oh,
Like
it is at the border.
That's not
They
their property.
live on the border. They
cannot
can build a wall that is 27 feet high.
Oh, their property, yeah, they can, but not on government property. They can't. That'd be like me going to a state park and just building a cabin. I couldn't do that, you know. It's not my property. If they own the land,
No, real quick. Sorry. No, Mole. Mole, here's the thing, man. Could you do that? The answer is yes. You can go out into the Willamette National Forest right now and build a cabin. You can do that. You can hide it and probably never get caught. That can happen. People do it all the time.
But could you do it openly?
Is it legal to do so? No.
That's what I was getting at. I didn't mean, you can do anything you want, but I mean, is it legal to do so? Is what I was getting at. Okay. But if it's on their land and they want to do it, then whatever, man. Do what you want to do. It's your land. That's the way I look at it, I suppose.
So I can have a 15-foot wall wrapped in fucking 10,000 volt fucking
like a prison and shit, like 4 walls. Like dogs.
You ain't getting in this bitch a Confederate flag hanging from the fucking palace.
You just say Confederate. Ree. No, I'm just joking. Totally.
The last thing I see was May 27th of this year. God damn it, would you just scroll? Fine. Says a private group called We Build the Wall did just that, talking about building the wall. Over the Memorial Day weekend near Sunland Park, New Mexico, the group announced on its Facebook page it built a portion of the border near the base of Mount Cristo Rey. Workers at the site told ABC7 the land where the barrier is being built is owned by an American Eagle brick company. We learned this gap needed to be filled, that the owner of this property wanted the security of having a border barrier, so it was the perfect combination. We could step in and fill the need, said Chris Kobach, a former Secretary of State in Kansas and advisor for We Built the Wall.
That's most certainly interesting. Oh, and by the way, I just noticed your avatar. That fucking sure brings a whole new meaning to brain pan, doesn't it?
I was thinking more my brain is fried, but
oh, okay.
Nice.
That'll work too. That'll work too, either way. Your brain got fried in its brain pan. How about that?
This is your brain on drugs, and this is your brain in a frying pan.
Any questions? Is anybody old enough to remember them stupid fucking PSAs from the 80s? I know I am.
Yeah.
Oh,
Any questions? Yeah. What do you want, and where can I get some?
I never had a problem saying no to drugs. It was the dealers I had problems saying no to.
well, they were mighty convincing.
Jesus Christ, Dodge.
Yes, by convincing them, he means they just walked up and went, "Do you want some?" It's like, oh yeah.
right.
Do you want some? It's
I'll
this
try
much.
anything once, twice, if it doesn't kill me.
Yeah, they were so convincing they didn't even have to ask. You want some? It's like Dodge usually ends up coming up and saying, "You got some?"
So
And then Dodge was like, "You got some?"
while we're on the subject of drugs, do you think that war on drugs created the issues in America today, just like prohibition did back in the day?
Yes.
I do
Yeah.
too. Yeah,
Clear cut
absolutely.
answer. And I could clarify if you would like. The war on drugs has created a state to where we are putting people in prison perpetually for a crime where it
A
only
victimless crime at that.
well, there is a victim. There is a victim.
Hmm.
The victim is themselves. Is that really a victim? My
No.
answer would be no. A Democrat's answer would be yes, it is. A conservative would be I don't give a fuck. Okay.
No, you're incorrect in that assessment.
Well,
Go ahead.
coming from, as a recovering junkie myself, I would say no one has ever fucking twisted my arm.
There have been people that have been forced into taking drugs, but
That's
those people,
possible, yeah.
those people are not doing it by choice, and the people who forced them to take drugs are the bad guys. They should be put in jail.
Oh, absolutely. You
people-
mean like human traffickers and stuff like that?
Yes.
Keep women doped up, stuff like that? Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes.
I agree with that.
The people who go in and say, "Oh, it's my first time. I've never done this before. I want to try it just to see what it's like," and then get hooked on it, and they do it themselves just because they got hooked on it. They were the ones who were stupid enough to try it and keep doing it.
Yeah.
Care what
Well,
you
it's
do with
not-
yourself.
Right. I mean, it's not like, that's where I get a little bit like, I mean, yes, I did. I chose to do drugs myself. But it wasn't like at one point it was no longer my choice anymore. It was either I did them or I was miserable. You know what I mean? Like after a while, it's no longer a choice. It's a necessity. Well,
It's like
you feel
an
like it's a necessity anyway.
alcoholic.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, alcohol's even worse because of the whole point that it's legal and all this kind of stuff. Fucking as an alcoholic myself, there have been times where I've just gone to a place and I'm like, no, I don't want to drink today. Next thing I know, some cunt's just stuck a beer under my nose. And, oh, here you go, because
Yeah,
people just think, oh, you know, that's Farty. He drinks all the time. Oh, he doesn't have a drink. Oh, I'll go give him a drink. I'll be nice to him, you know. And it's
Right,
like, oh,
exactly.
yeah, okay, thanks. You don't say no to it.
Right. I'm not joking. I have literally done lines before to be kind to people. Like they offered it to me. I'm like, oh, I guess I probably should do it to be nice. You know, I've done lines just to be kind to people. Like, you know, oh, thank you. Okay, whatever.
No. I gotta put the stop to this. All right,
I'm
man.
telling the truth.
You know, there's been times where I didn't want to get high, and somebody waved the bag under my nose, and I told them to fuck off.
You like nut dust.
Oh,
So you're
fuck.
not- and you call yourself an addict? Ha!
I don't call myself an addict. Yeah, Dave does, but I don't. No.
Well, that's what Mole was.
No, if you're able to put it down and say no, then you're not an addict.
Yeah, that's where Mole's saying that. Yeah, that's what addicts are like. Like, and that's what I was saying with the beer. You know, you never say no to a beer, and especially when you didn't want to drink, someone just comes up and sticks one under your nose. If you can't, if you're that way inclined that you don't want to do something, but then someone comes along and they go, oh well, I wasn't, but while I'm here, just one. And of course,
Yeah.
just
And it's never
one.
just one, is it?
Nah,
It's never just one. One's too many,
that's
and a
right.
thousand's never enough. You know, I
Next-
mean, like, yeah.
Next thing you know, you're like, oh fuck, man, how
Yeah,
am I going to
you're
drive home?
pounding your hand on the bar, wondering how the fuck did this happen again? How did this happen one more time?
Hey, how am I getting home now? Fucking hell, shit. All my money's gone. Fucking drunk it all. Fucking can't get a taxi.
Broke by
Shit.
Monday. Shit, sometime Saturday.
Well. Let's see how many RBTs are on the road, and then get home and be like, woohoo, none.
Right.
Because of course they've already breath tested me on the way to getting drunk.
No, but if it was easy, if it was just as easy, I mean, if it was just a matter of being able to put it down, then there would be no addicts. But that's not the case. I can't just put it down. You know how many times I mean, in the past, I told myself, I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing this again. I'm never doing this again. But you always do.
Dodge, put out your disclaimer now.
All right. The views expressed by the panel of Mad Dogs Productions are not necessarily the views of Mad Dogs Productions at all, or the subsidiary Red Eye Live. We do not necessarily condone any of the viewpoints expressed on this channel. Thank you very much, YouTube. Please don't ban me. Anyway.
I'm not condoning drug use. As a matter of fact, I hate it.
All right, so here's the thing, little man. No, dude. You can put it down. You can stop. You are a human being. You have self-control. You have self-awareness, and you can put it fucking down.
Yes, eventually you can, but you have to find something to fill that hole, maybe, I guess, or learn how to live without it. I mean, it's a struggle every day still. I mean, it's not, you know, I mean, it's not like I wake up in the morning and thought, how can I alienate everyone around me and fucking make my life piss poor miserable? Oh, I know, I'll fucking be a junkie. You know, it's not like that's what I was thinking. I mean, it's just the way it turned out.
All right, Mole. So my buddy Dave, he was like, he was talking. I'm like, no, dude, I'm not trying to be mean or nothing. You know, Mole's my homie. And he's like, no, I'm not trying to be rude either. What you need is a support system, right?
Exactly.
To be able to put it down. That's what my buddy Dave was talking about.
Yeah. I
well, first off,
real quick, he's going to come up to the mic. Go ahead, Dave.
I've been through the 12-step program so many times. I should have like my own clinic named after me. I mean,
oh, me too, dude. I have enough chips to fucking play a poker game with.
Yeah. Well, congratulations on achieving those chips, man. It's a long hard out of hell.
I'm talking about 24-hour chips, man.
Hey, a chip's a chip, man. A chip's a chip.
Right. No, but I've been clean off heroin though for 6 years now. A little.
Then my hat's definitely off to you, man.
Thank
Heroin, that shit's no joke.
No, it isn't. It isn't.
And go ahead, Farty. You were trying to say something. Go for it.
Never mind. The joke has gone. Thanks, Dodge.
Well, you're always you're the Aussie with the jokes, but yeah, you got to hit your mark, right? So
Jesus, titty fucking Christ, you cunts know how to fucking good joke.
Titty fucking
timing is everything.
When the hell did Christ get tits?
Hey?
Who's to say he didn't?
It does all sorts of procedures.
Maybe Christ was
Touché.
transgender. We don't know. Maybe that's why they crucified him.
That's the reason.
Yeah.
The Jews don't like the gays.
That's horrible. I shouldn't laugh. But I'm just picturing Jesus with like tits and makeup on and shit now.
Well, he was wearing a dress.
Maybe he was getting tips from Mary Magdalene or something like makeup tips.
Well, he is white in all the pictures.
All right, so I'm looking at the
Maybe
chat
he
here.
really fucked up his paint.
We got Jason Blackmore in the chat. What's up, man? So giving rights is about controlling people. LOL. No. The government doesn't ever grant you rights. You claim the rights that are inherent to you as a human being, your natural rights. The government grants you nothing. You grant the government their power. You concede a bit of your personal freedom to the government
Hell yeah.
for them to use. That's the way this is supposed to work.
Yes.
It doesn't
Yes.
quite work that way anymore.
The people are supposed to be granting the government power, and now the government's like, oh, I'm all high and mighty Queen of England, whatever. That's not the way it works. They think that they run us when we are supposed to be running them.
Well, yeah, no, and I just want to comment on that comment because, yeah, man, no, we don't grant, the government doesn't grant us freedoms, all right? We claim our freedoms from said government.
Oh, he was commenting on something that Ain't Jack said.
Ah, fair enough. All right, so yeah, at Mad Dodge, I was talking to Aunt Jack. He said civil rights was the reason for the bad stuff that happened to people of color. LOL.
There's no such thing as a person of color. There's blacks, there's whites, there's Mexicans, there's Asians.
And
And
aren't white
whatever the
people
fuck
people of
else.
color too? I'm pretty sure I'm not white. I'm pretty sure I'm like tan and some peach colors and other things.
That's why I said there's everybody else, because there's Asians mixed with Mexicans, Asians mixed with blacks, Asians mixed with whites, Asians mixed with Asians.
If anybody's colored, it's me because half of me is covered in tattoos.
Yeah, I got tattoos too.
So we're colored people, right?
Technically, I
We're
got
people
color.
of color. I'm a
You know
person of color.
I got a tattoo that's not even colored in. I could have my kids go color with some magic markers.
So Mr. Jack is saying that the civil rights movement is like the commies calling gulags winter resort camps. I think you might want to reread history, buddy.
I got some history books I could send you.
Civil rights movement that there was called the Jim Crow laws, and they weren't exactly very nice. So you might want to read up on your history a little bit there, Chief.
Yeah, you want to talk about Jim Crow laws and why they weren't very fucking nice. Well, it would be the conclusion of the Civil War and the break that happened and the government crackdown. That was the uprise of the white population that was disenfranchised and told that they weren't allowed to vote when an illiterate fuck can go and run for governor now. You want to talk about Reconstruction? You want to have that argument? I'll have that argument, sir.
I'm not trying to argue with anybody. I have no qualms with what you just said, Dak, to be honest with you.
Damn it. There's no fun in that, more.
I know. I know. Isn't it great? No, but really, I mean, you're absolutely right. The Jim Crow, I think Jim Crow rose as the South's way of fighting back. Like, they're like, well, fuck you. You think we can't do this no more? Then we're going to, blah, 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 this. Pretty much. That's the way I look at it.
Yeah, it was tit for tat. You know what I mean? It was an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
I'm not saying it was right, but I'm saying that's what happened.
Oh, I never said it was right either, man. The fact that they were separating everything and it wasn't equal, it was not right at all whatsoever. And separating everything to begin with is against the American experience in itself, right?
Hammered spot. I like that. So Sherardi is a person to color as opposed to a person of color. That's pretty fun.
I have 7. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, 7.
Lucky number 7.
One on my boob, one on my neck, one on each shoulder blade, one on each arm, and one on the back of my right calf.
Oh, no tattoos on your ass?
No! But I did get my tit tattooed.
I got both my tits tattooed.
Yeah, well, you're a guy.
Yeah, I know.
Very rare for a
Of
woman to
course
get her
you
tits
did,
tattooed.
Mole.
I got both my tits tattooed.
Are they labeled tit 1 and tit 2?
Exactly. No, left and right. Because I can't remember.
Probably,
so
Jez.
down.
Didn't you hear that he was drunk again? You should have heard him yesterday.
Who, Mad?
No, Jez or Farty.
Oh.
He's sleeping again. He was shit faced yesterday.
Well, it is like what time is it in Australia right now? Anyway, it's like tomorrow at like
7, 8.
4.
It's 8 in the morning.
Yeah, they're a ways ahead of us. Future people.
I know, right? They're on the wrong side of the world. What the fuck? It's winter.
I don't even know how they're fucking holding on. I mean, the world's obviously flat. Australia's a myth. Hey, I've came to the conclusion that sovereign citizens are like the flat earthers of the police world.
Oh yeah?
Yeah,
How'd
they're
you
like
come to that conclusion?
well, they're kind of the same. They believe in shit that's totally made up. I mean,
like emus?
Well, no, I don't know if emus are made up. I'm pretty sure they're real. Pretty sure they're real. Yeah. No, but like like sovereign citizens think the laws don't apply to them. Just how flat earthers believe the laws of physics don't apply. So, do you see the correlation?
I see your reasoning.
Yeah. Okay, good enough. That's fair enough.
But I don't follow
It was a joke. I don't really, I mean.
You know what? Unpopular opinions. Here we go again. I'm with the sovereign citizens. Fuck you. Go ahead.
What? I don't even know what to say to that. I don't really believe that, actually.
Well, all right. You stopped me at a DUI checkpoint. Okay. You have no reason to drag that.
That's not being a sovereign citizen. That's just standing up for your rights.
Isn't that all the sovereign citizens doing?
No, they talk about all kinds of crazy shit, like Article 14 of the fucking blah 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 blah. I'm a free man.
Wait, no, wait a minute though. Is Article 14 of the blah 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 a real thing?
It used to be before they wrote the Constitution.
There are sovereign citizens who will literally try to kick you out of your own home, which you may have even built, because I know that people actually still build their homes, and say, because of article whatever, subsection whatever of article whatever, I now own your property and your home.
That's crazy.
Okay, well, and Hammer Spud in the chat says, only difference is flat earthers are correct.
Surely you jest.
I like you, Hammer. You're a good guy. What do you say to that?
We live in a 2D holographic universe. You do understand what two-dimension means, right? I'm just curious.
Explain to Hammer Spud what 2D means.
No, I'm talking about Ajax. He said we live in a 2D holographic
2G?
universe. 2D.
Yeah, but
It's impossible to have a hologram that is two-dimensional.
Well, yeah, because the two-dimensional is what I'm looking at right now on the screen with my avatar.
Yes.
Yeah, and there's no depth. I can't touch it. It's two-dimensional.
You need to fucking up your troll game, homie.
Aw, I was really hoping for two-dimensional holographics. Aw. Because
Sure
you know how much I love the fucking transhumanistic bullshit. I actually had to agree with you on, or Voice and whoever the fuck else you were arguing with yesterday on robotics.
Obviously.
No, I did.
No, I was
it
answering
sucked.
Hammered. I was answering Hammered. He said, and the moon is obviously a holographic projection made of cheese. And I told
Oh,
him,
yes.
obviously.
Yes, which means we can eat it. Which is why, Ain't Jack, the moon is getting smaller. It's because it's made of cheese.
It isn't
No.
because it's moving a couple centimeters every year. It's made of cheese. And if there's giant rats up there and they eat a little bit every year, sooner or later it's all going to be gone.
He said, somebody said something about the moon being hollow in the middle,
Oh.
and that's why it was getting smaller and smaller.
I said that, yeah, because the moon rang like a bell when they landed the craft on it, the lander for Apollo 12. When it landed, it rang like a bell.
What do you mean rang like a bell? Like the
The moon
vibrations,
echoed, dude.
like
They
there's
hit,
vibrations on the moon or whatever.
like they hit the moon and it rang like a bell, as if the moon was hollow itself. Yeah.
All right.
The third dimension doesn't really exist. Okay, if you say so.
We're so early because he has to go fishing, boys. Now either get your ass in here or quit your bitching.
Yeah, he's gonna go catch him some catfish.
Actually, I'm hoping for steelhead, but you know, it is what it is.
Okay, I forgot the West Coast. Trout, maybe.
Yeah, if I went up to the reservoir, it would be.
Hi, honey.
Hi, William. Long time no see, buddy.
Oh, my favorite fucking trolls here. What's up, William?
Be nice. William's all right.
Oh, I know. He's all right. And if we get him too, you know, overextended, he might have a heart attack or something. We don't want that to happen. By the way, once again, Mole.
Yes.
Ounce of weed. No.
$50. That's crazy, man. I am pretty envious of that. Pretty envious.
When you
of that.
come over, I thought you were coming over soon, man.
Well, not soon enough to help you smoke that ounce. Jesus. Got a few $100 to lend me for a plane ticket or what?
Oh shit! I had to borrow money myself, actually. So no. The answer.
And you
is
spent it on weed? Fucking drug addict.
Oh fuck you! I spent it on my internet bill.
I'm just joking.
Fucking drug addict. You sound like goddamn fucking fuckwit freeway. Goddamn God brother. That cunt.
Oh, don't you even dare compare him to Fuckwit Freeway.
Why? Is Mole a nicer guy?
No, I was just being funny because you know, I had to borrow money, but you got an ounce of weed, so you know, priorities.
Well, no, an ounce of weed.
$50.
And I borrowed
I
money.
wouldn't pass that up either.
Yeah, I borrowed money weeks ago. So,
Dude, if you responded to me, I have no idea what you said because my little shithead of a daughter came over here and turned the volume all the way down on my headphones.
No.
don't let her touch your fucking headphones. Like, handle
She
that.
was going, abracadabra, I freeze you. So I froze, and then she came over and turned the volume down.
Do nothing. She just froze.
Yeah, fair enough. Yeah, Dave is like, she gonna
So
do
yeah,
nothing.
we
Frozen.
run up behind her, Sharadi, and go, abracadabra, you fucking abracadabra, you're a fucking soccer ball, and then drop kick the little bastard down the hallway.
Not to a 6-year-old.
Nah, you gotta wait till they're.
No. Oh, why? It's too heavy for your foot now.
God,
No, he's too
brother.
heavy by now.
Okay, so William in the chat says God brother is a saint. Yeah, no, he is very saintly. I'm sure he says 10 million Hail Marys every day for when he whacks off in front of those hookers. So I'm sure he's very saintly.
Yeah. And says, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God, I'm so sorry.
I'm sorry, I'm being a cunt now, but yeah, me and him don't necessarily get along.
He doesn't really get along with anybody.
Is he a theist?
Very.
Oh, okay. Then
I
I probably,
At least he
I-
appears to be so.
I probably wouldn't be a big fan either. Then I wouldn't imagine.
I figured he was a cuntist. So, I don't know. All right.
What was he seeing hookers for? Because that's the whole reason why the bloody Catholics set up fucking churches. So there's the free boys.
Oh,
No.
No. William's asking who's autistic Bogan. I think they're talking about you there, Farty. Yeah, Farty would be the autistic one on the panel.
he's also almost shit faced. He's not as bad as he was yesterday, so it gets worse.
Oh,
Isn't a bogan like calling someone like white trash?
sort of, kinda, and yeah, like I can't really be a bogan. I got too much money.
Yeah, so that's what I thought. I thought
You got
bogan
too
was
many
kind of derogatory.
resources to be a Bogan.
Well, I mean, it's white
Well-
trash, I thought, essentially.
Well, for a starters, I don't live in a trailer. I live in a 2-story house. So
With a cannon
Hey.
in your yard.
Fuck you, asshole.
by myself with 2 cats.
Wait, no, you're calling me a fucking Bogan, aren't you? You fucking gun.
Oh no! You're even worse. You're trailer trash.
Yeah, white trash. Kiss my rebel ass. Fuck you.
I reiterate what I say every time you say that. You are not, nor will you ever be.
Oh, and you're a fucking Michiganian. Is that even a thing?
There is no
Like,
such
what-
thing as a goddamn Michiganian.
What?
It sounds like something out of a fantasy book, doesn't it? A Michiganian. The Varangians and Michiganians have been fighting for 100 years.
Sounds like a diddle from an ad or something like that, or a Disney cartoon. There's no such thing as a Michiganian.
Keep asking, we'll get Gilligan. Anyway.
Oh,
Keep
Michael
going. You guys
Finnegan.
are coming up with a fucking song.
No. There's already one. That's where I fucking got it. It's Michael Finnegan. There was this man called Michael Finnegan. He had 2 hairs upon his chin again. And that's about all I can remember again. Poor old Michael Finnegan begin again.
Bloody fucking hell. All right, save me, Mole. What's going on?
That's not fucking bad, since I haven't actually heard that song in probably about 35 years.
Voice, thank God.
Somebody.
Some semblance of intelligence.
Hey, Karate. Hello, Mod. Hello, I'm guessing hungover Australian.
Oh,
He's
boys.
not hungover. He's drunk again.
yeah, I just cracked open another breakfast beer.
That's it. Keep up the stereotype. Well done.
Even had a grog bug at fucking 2 in the morning. Yeah, so now I got room.
Why don't you go eat some breakfast, goddammit?
Dude, 3 years already.
Drinking his breakfast.
but that means you got to get up.
Yeah. He's having his breakfast. He's having barley pop.
Yeah, I'm having a beer.
God, you remember that scene in Point Break where they're stalking out the house, right? They're about ready to fucking raid it. And the dude's like, oh, there's no milk. So he pours beer in his fucking cereal. Have you ever been that bad off, man?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, but I usually drink the beer, but just eat the cereal dry.
Yeah, that's the way I would do it too, probably.
Yeah, exactly. You don't use
Just
you
use
don't
the beer to
beer.
wash it down, you know.
Yeah, bugger the bowl and the cereal. You just sort of sit in front of the TV with the whole box of cereal and a beer, and you just like hand in the box.
No dishes, less
No.
fat, no muss, no fuss, no cleaning.
No, you don't even bother vacuuming. Mm.
I can imagine your first apartment, dude. God damn. Fucking beer cans and bottles everywhere, fucking pizza boxes as a chair. I already got this image in my head, man, and you're not gonna mess it up. Don't tell me.
Hey, what do you mean my first apartment?
Did you just break something?
Yeah, he just broke some bottles, right? He's like, what do you mean my first
Me,
apartment?
like you threw some bottles away, actually.
Hang on.
God damn, are you bowling?
No, he's throwing bottles away. It sounds like he's recycling.
No. Well,
Bowling
sort
for
of,
Bruce.
kinda. You see, I've relented on throwing away a lot of beer bottles and beer cans because I'm too fucking lazy, and now there's several piles of some. Like I said, my house is pretty big, so yeah, all I have to do is if it gets too uncomfortable and I get backed into
Go to
a
another
corner,
room.
Yep, just go to another room.
Hey,
So
I like me sometimes.
So yeah, like the first time I went to clean the place out, they just gotten rid of the bloke who pays you for glass, and it's like, you bastards. As soon as I wanted to get money for it, you cunts. But recently they're paying 10 cents a fucking bottle. All I have to do is just stick them in a bag, go to a machine, and just stick them in this machine. It gives me a little receipt, and I go to the supermarket, and they fucking give me cash for it. Holy bloody shit! You should see the little nest egg I'm fucking sitting on now.
Okay, how much are they giving you?
Yeah, how much is it per bottle?
10 cents.
Wow, that's
Oh.
quite a bit, man.
Yeah.
Oh, I get 10 cents a bottle here in Michigan.
We get nothing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what it is in Oregon now. And I noticed when I went and visited my buddy Dave, the douchebag over there laying on my goddamn bed taking a nap.
The one that's your best friend, you mean?
Yeah, that
Yeah,
asshole.
okay.
Yeah.
I kind of figured that calling him a douchebag, it was your best friend, because that's what I call my best friend too. I call him other things too, but douchebag's one of my favorites.
But I remember going to Nevada, man, and they have no deposit. So they're like throwing the cans away.
Yeah, we
And
don't
I'm
have
like,
one here either in Illinois.
No, don't do that. Like, no.
Dude, like I used to save aluminum when I was younger, but now it's almost pointless to do so. It's like 20 cents a fucking pound. Like you'd have to save. I mean, I'd have to fill up my garage to get fucking $5.
But Sharadi, what you got to realize is that, like, yeah, okay, so it's 10 cents a bottle and can here. You should see how much I've got.
I
Like, no
literally
shit.
filled half of my basement.
Yeah. Well, I don't have a basement, but I'm thinking about it. I need to move downstairs.
I live in a 3-story house,
Yeah.
and we drank so much goddamn soda, I filled half of my goddamn basement. And then we quit
Yeah,
drinking soda.
Yeah, but how many people you got living there?
My daughters, which weren't allowed to drink soda.
And
My husband, who works all day.
yeah.
And myself.
All right, yeah. Well, this is just me, and if you'd seen it, you'd just be like, "Fucking hell, farty."
Well, no, and all right. So here's the thing. You got Mole going out for coffee or whatever, so he'll be back.
Get me one, you git.
When you look at
Go
the
get
state,
yourself one.
when you look at the state of Michigan, Sharardi,
Yeah,
do you
shit.
see you guys recovering at all? Is there any way for
It
Detroit?
depends on what you're talking about in the aspect of recovery.
Building back an industrial footprint to where you could build on it.
yes and no. Yes, in the future, but not in the near future. That's what I mean by no. So not within like 5 to 10 years. That's what I mean by near future.
Well, no, the thing about Detroit, though, is you have entire blocks that are vacated, right? You have entire areas where the fire department refuses to go. Whether there are residents or not, they will not go there. That's an issue, Sherardi. That's a fucking major issue.
And it's the people's fault.
Yep. Yeah, if it gets to a point, right, where fucking the fire brigades are going, nope, fuck you, you can burn. It's nobody else's fault but the fire brigades, because you got a duty of care to go and fucking save people's lives no matter who they are. Right? They could be a known fucking criminal. They could be
And
like
you're
a
wrong there,
like a-
Farty. You're wrong. You're
what?
wrong. It's not the fire brigade. It's the humans who live there. It's the people who created the hazards for the fire brigades to go, no, you
Yeah,
fucked
that's
so bad.
that's where I was getting
I'm
to.
not going to put my life in danger to save yours. You are such human scum that I'm not going to save your life.
That's where I was getting to, Shirati. God, bloody impatient women.
How do animals get rabies? I don't know off the top of my head, and I'm not looking it up.
Come here.
All right, so
No,
here's the thing. Voice, man.
aside from being bit.
Voice. When Ireland started to recover from the famine, and you know what famine, everybody knows what famine we're talking about.
The potatoes.
How long did that take for Ireland to actually get back on its footing and maybe industrialize?
I have no idea.
You know nothing about history? Fucking damn Irishman.
I don't care. I only know about. I know bits and pieces of Irish history, but it's not something that I really give a shit about. So yeah.
Well, yeah, like for Ireland to get back on their feet, it didn't really take much. Someone in a bar with a fiddle got up, and everyone was just like, "Oh, da-da, fiddly day, 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 fiddly day," and then everyone was on their feet again, and it was great. It was
You know, I know you're being a smartass,
Yeah.
but I don't buy that at all. I believe it took Ireland quite a long time to get back on its feet, and I believe it's going to take a long time for Detroit to even have a semblance of its old self. I think Detroit is a failed city. I think Detroit should get rid of its Democratic mayor, and it should rejuvenize and rebuild because it is a failed city. There is nothing left for Detroit. There is no industry other than liquor stores and gun shops. There is nothing left.
Be fucking hilarious.
Was that too harsh? Was I too harsh there?
No, I was just thinking it'd be fucking hilarious if, like, you know, the place got so fucking bad that they couldn't get any cops to work there, so they had to outsource the police to a private company who then started putting cybernetic organisms out in the streets and shit like that. Wouldn't that be fucking hilarious?
RoboCop? This is how RoboCop happens. Do you want RoboCop, people? Because this is how you get RoboCop.
That'd be bloody hilarious, though.
Well, and Voice of One, man. You've read a little bit about Detroit. What do you think? Do you think I'm overreacting here?
I think you must ever burn the fucker to the ground and move on.
So the answer is no, I'm not overreacting. Matter of fact, I'm being too generous.
Yes,
So-
just wall around the city, burn it to the ground, plow it over with a bulldozer and pour a nice, I don't know, pear orchard or something, you know?
Well, I got a fucking awesome idea you can do with Detroit. Don't burn it down. Don't knock it. Well,
Yes,
don't burn
bring
it.
back the apples.
Don't burn it down just yet, and don't knock it down just yet. But give it to the army and give them the world's biggest fucking urban warfare course. You know, a place they can treat like Baghdad. They can, just blow up tall buildings and fucking all this kind of stuff. And, maybe they can even do some experiments and stuff like that, because there's some steel frame buildings there, fucking, all right, truthers, here's what happens when we slap a fucking, half a ton of fucking PEC4 just to the outside of the steel, like you reckon it, you've seen in the movies happen. Oh, look, the windows popped out. That's all.
Well, no, and Jack's asking what exactly does Michigan have? Are they a transportation hub, etc.? For the Northeast, they are a transportation hub, actually. They are the gateway to the Great Lakes, pretty much. Right, Sharardi, or am I wrong?
You're not wrong.
Hey, she actually said I wasn't wrong. Mark that on the calendar.
I've said you weren't wrong before. It's few and far between, but it happens.
Did you just call her Shay?
No,
God, you're fucking drunk.
no, but the thing is, though, yeah, Detroit is the gateway to the Great Lakes, and if you're looking at transportation hubs, the Great Lakes are the trading passage to Canada. So you are looking at a transportation hub, and that is the gateway to there. No, they're not a port. I'm not trying to say they are. I'm just saying they are the gateway to the ports that you will use for your transportation, and it is the major city in Michigan. What, Dearborn? Anything else? I can't think of any other cities in Michigan.
Detroit is one of the oldest cities in the LP, the Lower Peninsula, that is. So I'd prefer it not be destroyed, actually. I mean, people are destroying it, that is obvious, but I'd prefer it not be nuked. Please, Spud.
Well, no, and the thing is, like, voice. All right, let's talk about somewhere like Belfast. Belfast is a cesspool of fucking ignorance and left-wing ideology. Should we nuke Belfast?
Yes.
Oh, well, you were the wrong person to ask. Farty, how about you? Should we nuke Belfast?
Why not?
I can tell you this, I'm not. Right?
I don't fucking live there.
Sorry, Farty. But no, you want to cure the world's problems, you bomb every major city on the planet because all the problems are coming from city people.
Yeah, well, fucking, you bomb Belfast, see if I care. I don't live there. They go at a pair. I'm not square.
Are you done with your rhyming yet?
What's a rhyming? Oh dear.
Aunt Jack wants to know, should we nuke Melbourne, Australia?
Fucking yes. Yes, yes, yes.
What
I'll
about
take that as a
Queensland?
yes.
The whole state. How about Napalm, Queensland?
Oh, yeah. Wait till summer and then do that. And just like walk up to like walk up to the side.
Dude, you would have been the asshole letting me in through the city walls. You'd be like, yo, homie, yeah, just wait till tomorrow to kill them all.
Yeah. No. Summer in Australia, in Knucklehead. anyway, all you need to do is walk up to the New South Wales Queensland border, and then put your zippo to the grass and woof, and then fuck off on a plane, and then
Why
go.
are these motherfucking snakes on this motherfucking plane?
Eh?
Sorry, I had a flashback. My bad.
You fuck off on a plane, so that they don't catch you.
Well, no, and we're about 30 minutes from the regular start time, so we're gonna keep it on going. Obviously, we'll see if Mole shows up. I don't know if he will, but Voice of One. Let's pivot a little bit. All right, man. So I watched half of Saving Private Ryan last night. I took notes. I'm gonna watch the other half after I do my show and then write my discussion post. It's only 250 words. Whatever, it'll be fine. Thing is, man, you know what I noticed is they had Michael J. Fox running the camera. Like the shake cam is just ridiculous in this movie, isn't it?
No.
You don't think so? When was the last time you saw Saving Private Ryan? Because I was watching it last night, and the shake cam was ridiculous.
Yes, and is the shaky cam happening by any chance during battles?
Of course it is. That's the only time you're going to use it.
Well, then what's the problem? Remember, this Saving Private Ryan was made a good decade and a half, if not 2 decades before the current modern, let's put shaky cam and fucking everything. So it's not you can't really hold it to the same shite of today, because it used it sparingly during battle scenes. So I think modern films with shaky cam, a lot of them don't need it, but I honestly think that it is better in the battles in Saving Private Ryan, because you see a bomb go off, someone shakes, gets thrown to the ground. It adds to the violence of the scene.
That's another thing I didn't realize my first watch through years ago. If you look at Tom Hanks' character, he is getting so much adrenaline pumped through him that his hand will not stop shaking through, the first half of the movie at least.
I think that's actually not adrenaline. I think that's some sort of PTSD. I think it's some sort of, he survived the battle, and I think it's more psychological for him than it is, biological. That shaking hand thing, because if you notice, his hand does shake an odd time when he's not in battle.
Just to mention somebody who's not here for a second, doesn't Quinn have a few words to say about this? Now, I don't remember exactly what they were, but I remember him saying that they were not nice words exactly. He did not like this movie at all. Something about some stupid guy having to get saved for some stupid reason.
Well, it's not a stupid reason. There is actual military doctrine here. You're okay. So when you sign up for the draft, when you turn 18, if you are the oldest member, male member of your family, you sign up. Now, your little brother then will still have to sign up, but his name won't even be put into the draft. You have to have somebody to carry on the family name. That is a thing. That is military doctrine. That is a societal issue. So this idea to go save him and preserve the Ryan line, for lack of a better term, actually has some precedence here.
I just remember that Quinn was bitching about the movie. I don't even remember what the hell it was about, but I know he didn't like it.
Yeah, thank you for that, Farty. Voice. So, what do you think about the idea of okay, now that is a piece of realism in the movie that they don't want to wipe out an entire family line. That is true. Now, do you think that's a good thing for the military, or do you think they should just not care?
No, I would agree with the military on this standpoint. It really is. You can't, especially back then, when you did have, many members of the same family, you know, drafted or outright joining the military to go fight the Nazis. What, and the best thing about this is it wasn't the press, it wasn't the mainstream media, it wasn't politicians. It was the military themselves, if I remember correctly, who came up with this rule. And I think that's that's a good idea. At least leave one family member alive.
You don't want to kill an entire line. Like I already have kids, right? And I'm turning 35 in November. So if I was to be drafted right now, I'm still of draft age. I'm at the very tip, right? It goes from 18 to 34. So yeah, if they drafted me on November 1st, I'm fucked. You know what I'm saying? But
You're
at
up
least
to
I already continued my
1488.
family line.
If we go by Bollocks's count, you're up to 1488.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, at least I already continued my family line. If I go and I get killed in action, my family will continue. That's the whole issue with Saving Private Ryan, and that's the way I'm going to write it from. That is a predominant issue here. Is do you continue the family lineage, and what is worth it to do so? Because you're looking at Army Rangers going out looking for this one person behind enemy lines. I mean, and the last scene I watched last night was a scene where they find the wrong Ryan, right? And he's crying and breaking down because his little brothers are fucking toddlers. You know what I mean? He's like, oh my God, they died. And he's freaking out. How would you feel if you brought the news to the wrong Private Ryan?
I think we have to remember that was the first time Nathan Fillion played anything straight. So it was good to see him in a bit of a serious role for a change.
Yeah,
but go ahead, Corey.
Well, you see, like that was also based on a very extreme circumstance and all this kind of stuff, which if you were ever conscripted, you probably would never get involved with. They'd most likely just train you up, stick you in a motor pool somewhere, washing bloody trucks in fucking bumfuck Arkansas or something like that for the amount of blokes that got actually sent to Vietnam that were conscripted were only a small proportion of the blokes that actually, that stayed here and then fucking, but he didn't do that. They built roads, they fucking built infrastructure.
There's another piece of Saving Private Ryan that I want to bring up and talk to you guys about here, and all three of you. Go ahead and throw your opinions out as soon as I'm done. All right, so the opening of them storming Omaha Beach. Okay, I think they played it really fucking well, and the Germans, it was pretty much a turkey shoot, right? They were just sitting there shooting whatever moved. It really played off well. Now the thing is, this movie came out in 98 or 97. When you look at Call of Duty World War II, or no, Call of Duty the Pacific. That came out in like 96, 97, around the same time. The storming of the beaches on Omaha are the exact same. Is that on purpose or was that a mistake?
Probably on purpose.
What do you think, Voice? Did Saving Private Ryan copy a video game or vice versa?
Vice versa.
I don't think either of them copied each other. It was a fucked up time period. You could easily make a war movie and a war game and have the Attack of the Beach be almost identical because they would be almost identical. If you were using the same historical log to base your game or your film on, they would look the same. So I don't think anybody copied anybody.
Very good point, and that's why I was asking you. I figured you'd bring up that point. Yeah, I actually tend to agree with you here. Now, what I noticed is they storm the beach, right? Okay, the thing drops. Bam! First 2 rows dead. Voice, there you are. You're the 3rd row. Do you run forward?
Yeah, it was too late.
No, I would run behind a guy, and then when he fell down, I would fall down and wait till the fire stopped, and then get up. I'm sorry, but I wouldn't be much of a shoulder. I'd be much better assassin.
Yeah, well, because all I could think of watching that scene, right? And I had my speakers up loud, you could hear the surround sound, fucking bullets flying everywhere. And I'm just thinking, man, I don't want to be in that 3rd row, homie. I mean, no. Like,
It's too late though. By the time you figure out you don't want to be there, you're already dead.
Well, no, you're right. As soon as you figure out you're in the wrong spot, it's too late. But I would almost rather be in the 1st row. They dropped instantly, probably kill shots. They're done. That would be better than, I don't know, losing a limb.
So you're alright with corpse.
Better than losing a limb.
But you're alright with corpse mutilation though, with your religious
wandering around the battlefield like that guy holding his fucking arm. I'd take death over that any day.
What, huh? I'm sorry, I missed a whole bunch of stuff.
Alright.
Somebody want to elaborate on what the hell's going on?
Oh, we're talking about Saving Private Ryan. But no, there's a scene in the opening battle scene where a guy, and it's like black and white and a little bit of a shaky cam, of course. And it goes and it shows this guy grabbing his arm that was blown off and just carrying it and staggering across the battlefield. Would you rather be that guy or the guy that when the thing dropped, you got shot in the head? I'll take the shot to the head.
Okay, if there is a potential to having my arm saved, I will take my arm and walk across the goddamn battlefield.
Not back in those days, darling.
Brian the Observer. He says each battle site likely has a historical record.
Yeah, not back in those days, darling.
$2.
Well, yeah, no, exactly. Yeah, that's the super chat. So thank you, Brian the Observer, for the $2 super chat. Each battle site likely has historical record. I absolutely agree. Same with the Civil War battle sites. And I apologize. I'm gonna deal with the kids. I'll be back.
Which is why I read it. Because I can hear the monsters. Anyway, so I would take the arm. And even if they couldn't save it back in those days, as you said Barty, I would take my arm anyways, because at least then I could get a cast made out of it, because back then you could.
Yeah. Oh, that you could. Yeah.
That way I'd have something to memorialize my arm with. I would
Well,
take my life over losing an arm. Or I would keep my life even if it meant losing a goddamn arm.
well, you could also go and get it just dumped in a giant jar of formaldehyde. That'd preserve it.
No, that's morbid.
hmm
No, but that scene is pretty graphic, and I forgot how good this movie was until I watched the first half last night, and I stopped because I was getting tired and I knew I couldn't take any more notes. So I stopped halfway through. I'm gonna finish it tonight, but it is a good movie. If you haven't watched Saving Private Ryan in a few years, I suggest you do. It is a good movie.
So Dodge, with the whole every sperm is sacred and
Hey, Chuck, I am a teacher.
every life is blah 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 and no abortions and all this kind of stuff. You'd rather be the dude up the front of the whatsy, so you cop a bullet through the head, but you do realise that you're not just going to cop a bullet through the head and then drop down. There's like 55 of them coming straight afterwards that'll get you before you've even hit the ground, and that'll turn you into hamburger meat and all this kind of stuff, and then everybody's got to run over the top of you, or any of the survivors anyways, and that's body corpse mutilation and all that. So is that all cool with your all your sentiments and whatnot there, Dodge?
Hey man, I'll tell you what, dude. I'd prefer to live. I'd prefer to be the guy that made it to the first barricade and had cover. But chances are I wouldn't have been the guy that made it. So if I'm gonna die, I'd rather take the bullet to the head than lose the arm and I don't know, just stroll across the field like I'm a guy on fire in Washington Park.
Well, you see, the problem here is that, and again, I'm armchair quarterbacking. I wasn't there at the time, but what they should have done was waited tonight, send the ships in on to about 2 miles out from the beach with no lights on, put everybody in rowboats, row close to about maybe 500 meters away from the beach, then swim the rest of the way in, get onto the beach, hide up behind the rocks and stuff and then when morning come, allow the artillery to shell the shit out of them, and then try to your attack. I'm sorry, but it's the same thing with fucking Vietnam and all these other wars. They do things the dumbest fucking way possible.
Oh my God, guess what, everybody? I have the most important information ever.
No, real quick. We got a 5-pound super chat from Hammered Spud. Side note, future reference, what brand of chloroform are you using, Mad Dodge? Asking for a friend. DM me, bro. We'll talk. That's all I'm gonna say.
The most important information ever. Guess what? Today starts Pride Month. Everybody clap for the people that use Pride Month as like the best thing in the world. It's Pride Month, everybody. Yay!
Wait. That means I get to be proud to be a straight white male?
Yes, straight white males, gays, homosexuals, queers, even though that just means weird. That's the dictionary definition. Don't discriminate, people. That's wrong.
But they actually accept us straight white males. That's new. This year is going to be a good year, guys.
Spud in the chat. So we all got to be gay for a month?
Well, actually, last month was Confederate History Month. You didn't hear anybody talking about that now, did you? But hey, it was. Just saying.
Yeah, but you have to remember, Maud, the gays won. You didn't.
Anybody can answer this question for me. I would love for you to do it, whether it's in the chat, whether it's in the comments. There is the LGBTQ community as a whole. There is lesbians. There is gays. What the fuck is Q? What does it mean?
Queer
Because the
is a
dictionary-
nonsensical label that people made up to make themselves feel special because they know they're completely fucking average.
But the dictionary definition for queer is strange,
Yes.
different.
Yes, but that doesn't mean it anymore. Today it's for, middle class fucking college students who look around them and see, oh God, I'm actually not as smart as I think I am, so I better put a label in my head so I can, make myself feel special. No.
So does that mean I get to call somebody a fairy for being gay?
Yeah, well,
Yes.
no. You see, your queers are your fairies now. They're your don't ask, don't fucking tell kind of things. The concept sort of like, hand on hips and fucking walk a certain fashion. You don't have to ask. But
Touche,
fucking
Jez. Gay used to mean happy.
yeah.
No, I'm just smiling at the comment above that. Hammered Spud says, so if the Confederate Army had been all gays, the American Civil War have been very different. Yeah. So if the Confederate Army was a bunch of fairies, would they have one voice?
It depends if you got butch ones.
yeah. And they got to be stylish, right?
Well, are we talking the happy gay or are we talking the fairy gay?
When it comes to the gays in the military, you want the butch dykes over the limp-wristed guys.
Once again, YouTube, the views expressed by the panel are not necessarily the views of Mad Dodge Productions or its subsidiary, The Red Eye Live. We do not support the voice of one. Fuck him. Anyway, moving on.
I actually would fucking counter Voice's little theory there. I mean, like, I'd personally rather a gay guy in my unit than a fucking dirty, great big bloody diesel dyke, for the simple reason that the diesel dyke could be like, I hate men, you're on your fucking own. Whereas the gay kind of be like, get behind me, boys, I'll take all the bullets.
You got Prince of Queens out there? Never mind, sorry.
Hey, hang on, Mod. There was no little channel defense for fucking Farty's words, no disclaimer for him.
Well, at least you know the
disclaimer for all you cunts.
at least you know the Pufter's got your back. Hang
Oh,
on, what are you
God.
doing back there? What are you
You're
doing
gonna
behind
need to
there?
just do. You're gonna need to do a disclaimer for everybody. Just go. Oh, I disavow them.
Yeah, all these people over here.
I disavow.
Oh, man.
You'd have to make a new field signal for the lesbians if you have to integrate them into infantry units. Like the field signal for get my back would be throw her a strap on.
Jazz in the chat says first thing they would have done would have to add sparkles to the uniforms. Sparkles.
No. That's only for the Navy.
I actually have a friend who was in the Navy.
Considering they've already added sparkles to Batman, I think we're pretty much there.
But no, all right, Farty. So here's the thing, man. You're acting like these fucking hardcore lesbians couldn't be a tough fighting force. I say we have Marines, man. Like the lesbians, it was
Look
fucking
at Wolfie,
dude.
No.
They will handle that shit.
Look at Wolfie. Wolfie probably kick your ass.
You have them all hang out together so they synchronize, right? And then you send them call out when they're on their period, and they'll just kill everybody. It'll
Dude,
be
I'll
fun.
fucking kill you now. But look at Wolfie. She'd probably lay anybody on their fucking ass if they talk shit about her wife.
This didn't listen to what I fucking said right up front. If we integrated the diesel dykes into a normal unit, then fucking they'd hate all the blokes, so they wouldn't stand up for them. Whereas the queer guys would fucking stand up for the blokes because, well, he's trying to fuck them all. But like, yeah,
I wasn't even commenting on what you said. I was commenting on what Dodge said.
Well, I'm commenting also too on what Dodge said. I was trying to fucking get in as well and say that conversely, if you stick the diesel dykes all in the same fucking unit, they'd all be trying to fuck each other. Therefore, they'll all be trying to stand up for one another. Therefore, they'd fight harder for one another. Hey, we did try that though. Didn't work out well. That's how I know. That's how I know.
If we're going over the top, we're gonna take a pounding. Gay private, get out of my way.
That's kind of how I know that leso relationships don't last very long, and there's no point like giving them actual marriage rights because it'll just tie up the family courts and stuff like that. It's because like back almost like in the late 70s, we started having like females in the military and stuff like that. I think it might have even been earlier than that, but like they started giving them sort of better roles like infantry and shit like that. Not that they'd actually serve on front lines and stuff, but frontline fucking training.
Are you really? No. This is a real question, Farty. Are you truly against women serving in the military?
No, I'm not against women serving in the military. I'm sort of against them serving in like frontline roles like infantry and stuff like that in the current conditions that we do have, like namely fighting in Middle Eastern countries and stuff like that. It just sort of doesn't sit well with me. There are a lot of troublemakers that we've had. There's a lot of bullshit that's going on. Don't know where to start, and we'll be here for a month.
I'll go ahead and cut you off there. All right, so you're not opposed to women serving in the military. Here in the United States, when you turn 18 years old as a man, you have to sign up for selective services, also known as the draft. Do you believe that women should have to sign up for said draft?
Nowadays, fucking oath. Absolutely. They want to. I've been saying this for ages that the one thing we should be doing is bringing back conscription in Australia, because the instant we got rid of it, this place turned to shit. And it wasn't sort of a gradual thing. It was literally overnight. This place turned to shit. All the bullshit you hear about this country, it ain't this place no more. Hasn't been for a good long while. Put a shrimp on the Barbie days are long gone, mate. Anyway, I reckon absolutely. And since women want to be in the male's workforce and all this kind of stuff, yep, absolutely. Put their names on the roster as well.
Ajax actually makes a point in the chat. I only want one rule for women in the military. They meet all the same standards men have to and not have the standards lowered. I don't like that women have lower standards. I agree with that.
You do agree with that. Okay, so do you believe that you, when you turned 18, should have signed up for selective services like I did?
I believe that all women, just like all men, if they are forced into the draft, should have to sign up for the draft. I have said that numerous times.
How about you, Voice? Over in Ireland, it's a little bit different, right? You guys don't have conscription anymore, right?
No, but by the time you're 18, you're usually in some sort of terrorist group, so it's sort of a conscription.
I I get you were trying to make a joke. I do want to kind of touch on that though, because the IRA is an issue. So I do kind of want to go into that. But before that, do you believe that the Irish military, Southern Ireland, not necessarily the Ireland you're in, you're still within the UK, I get that, but Southern Ireland, their military, should they conscript men and women?
I'm with Barty on this one. I have no problem with women being in the military, but not frontline.
But I mean, it's like, okay, I can go to prison if I don't sign up. Should that accord be set upon women as well?
Well, it's like this,
Yeah.
Mark. You have to remember, there's been no major wars. I mean, I know everybody goes on about the fucking, war in Iraq and more, but let's be honest, there was more dead in one day in World War II and Vietnam than there was in fucking the entire Vietnam or the entire Iraq war. So, let's call it a scuffle. But, the thing is, when I can guarantee you, since women can be in the front line now, the first pictures of dead female Marines, being held up by jihadis naked and being burned and stuff, I can guarantee you the law will be rescinded within 24 fucking hours.
Or even the links going around the internet of like the gangbang video, like, oh, we got a whole platoon of fucking American female Marines, doinkity 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 doink. Fucking, how do you reckon that'd go over?
Well, no, and Jack in chat says, in the United States, you can't vote as a man unless you sign up for selective service. Yeah. I went out for a job to take the census, right? They came back to me and they go, hey, we were going to hire you. Everything was golden. But either you did not sign up for selective service, which I did, or you're on some sort of a list and we can't hire you. That tells me I'm on some sort of a list. You know what I mean?
Oh, why am I not fucking surprised?
Well, I'm a registered libertarian. They throw us on lists all the time. Whatever. It is what it is. What? I don't get that out there, Sherardi. Come on now. I'm not calling for revolution. Rise up. I mean, I don't call for revolution at all. Rise up. I mean, what?
Are you done yet?
See. So you're just gonna leave it there? I said yes. God damn it.
Oh, but you said it in Mexican.
It's called Spanish, but fair enough.
Yeah, where I'm from, it's Mexican.
Well, okay, so here's the thing though. Men and women should be held to the same standard. That should
I
be
agree.
basic across the board. What you're looking at right now is not the same standard being upheld. And you're looking at women saying they want to be equal. Well, you want to be equal. Well, let's be equal in all regards. How about financial abortion for men, where we could say, nope, we're out. Because you can say, nope, you're out anytime you want. How about we have selective services for everybody or nobody? I prefer the nobody part, but hey, it is what it is.
When it comes to the whole abortion thing, I think that before a woman is allowed to even have an abortion, they have to ask the man who knocked her up if she is not really allowed to have it, but if he is okay with it. And if he's not okay with it, they have to go to court.
Which could drag it out, though, and then she would have to give birth. I see their side of the argument here also. Because if you take that to court, that could be a year. The baby's already born. What are we arguing about now?
Well, then there's always adoptions.
Excuse me. But yeah, they got this idea of toxic masculinity. This idea that men are evil. At the same time they're preaching that to the choir, they're reading 50 Shades of Grey. So, can you blame me when I don't trust these fucking assholes?
Trump announces departure of White House lawyer Emmett Flood.
Well, Trump fires people every day. That's kind of his thing.
Mm-hmm.
And sorry about the dead air. I was checking the chat. I'm looking here. Got Aunt Jack. He says, then give the dad. I'm guessing the care of the baby. He said, then give the dad to take care of the baby. I'm pro-life. I find all life sacred. Aunt Jack, I am also pro-life. I was raised Catholic, and I stand by it. I believe at conception you are a human being. And if you are a human being, then you have inalienable rights given to you by your creator or by natural rights, just by existing. Therefore, you have the right to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. You know what the first one on there is? Life. Life. You have the right to life. And I'll leave it there because I'm going to piss off some of my more leftist viewers, and I'm going to leave it alone right there. But think about that. Just ponder it a little bit when you read the Constitution.
And I'm pro-choice and for eugenics as well.
You would be. You're a Nazi. It's all right. You work with.
I am for eugenics for certain reasons, and you and I have had that argument.
And I still disagree with you.
Yeah, well.
You are valid.
People...
Hey, your opinion is valid. All right? It is fair. But I do not agree. I do not concede to that. And we're gonna switch it up here. It's 3 o'clock. It's the usual time. It's I Drink and I Know Things. Let's hang out. Once again, the link's out in the Discord if you want to join us and just have a good time. Also, we got a fucking super chat, which a couple people already took advantage of. Thank you, Brian the Observer and Hammered Spud.
Give us your money. We need your money.
That's right. I'm walking around with my hat out, motherfuckers. Come on. Put the money in the hat, nigga. All right. So
Dodge might even turn on his camera and dance for you like a little ape.
Yeah, no, I could totally be like Mecca and I'll shake my boobies for you. God damn it. Fucking thoughts. Anyway, moving on. God damn it, motherfuckers. So here's the goddamn.
Wife's gonna kill him too.
Yeah, I'm like, married. Whatever. It is what it is. Handle it.
Yeah, sure.
I sound a little bit scared, right? Just a wee bit. All right, so here's the thing, guys. We're gonna go for the regular time slot now because I started early because I felt like it. So we're rolling with the regular show now. All right, we had the shooting yesterday in Virginia Beach. 11 people killed, 8 in the hospital. Damn, Sherardi. Damn. It was all one motherfucker too, right?
Yeah, and he did.
Did the cops take him down? I didn't read that part.
Well, it was a cop who shot him after he shot a cop.
Well, can't say he didn't fucking deserve it then, huh?
Well, he didn't kill the cop. It caught his vest.
Good for the cop. As somebody who may or may not have sold weed for a decade, I don't necessarily like the presence of the police department. But thing is, they put their life on the line, and there's no excuse for shooting at a police officer. There's no excuse for shooting at a man who probably has a wife and a child at home. There's no fucking excuse. You are a piece of shit.
Very true.
And over there in Melbourne, how's it going in Australia, motherfucker?
Nowhere near Melbourne, dude.
Oh, you could talk about them, though. There's some stupid cunts. I'm sure you saw some news.
Well, I just came across something. Labor's Peterborough, I think it's pronounced, by-election candidate apologizes after liking an anti-Semitic Facebook post.
Was it Patrick Littles? Anyway, moving on. real
Lisa
quick.
Forbes.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. We're looking at the chat here. We got Hammered Spud. Haven't heard the news. Who done it? Actually, I don't know who did the shooting in Virginia Beach.
Actually, they did release the name, but they still haven't released the picture. Jesus Christ, give me a second and I'll get the name.
All right. Well, we got our research artist on it, Hammered, but there was also a synagogue shooting in Florida. And it was trending all morning yesterday until they found out it was a Muslim that shot up the synagogue. And then guess what? No longer trending. Crickets. Crickets. That's about all. That's all they got.
So why is the
Okay,
world
I
covering
just
for the
found the
fucking
name.
Muslims?
Well, real quick, Shardy, go ahead. Give us the name.
The gunman's name was Dwayne Craddock, a longtime public utilities employee. So he actually worked there. They did identify 12 victims. 11 of them were city employees, and one of them was a contractor. Oh, Craddock used two .45 caliber pistols in the massacre. Officials believe the shooter purchased the weapons legally in 2016 and 2018. At least 12 people are dead after a city employee went on a shooting on the shooting rampage inside the municipal building in Virginia Beach. 4 others were hospitalized with injuries. 3 are in critical condition.
Thank you very much, Shardy. And Hyper, what is up, you skinny fucker?
Just shoveled a shitload of Chinese food into my face. I feel like a fat cunt.
Oh, dude, teriyaki fucking beef or what?
Sweet and sour chicken.
Ah, that's good too. I like beef and broccoli, man. That's my shit right there. Some
That's
white
what
rice with some fucking soy sauce. Good shit.
See, I hate to fuck everything up, but it's not sweet and sour chicken, it's sweet and sour golden retriever.
Oh, sweet
Okay.
and sour German Shepherd.
Hey, is it right next door to the RSPCA?
No, this one isn't.
Ah, good.
This is not cream meatballs. They're the dog's bollocks.
That's an old one.
Yep, that is an old one, but it's a goodie.
Yeah, tried the Korean meatballs. The dog's bollocks.
Well, no, and I'm looking at the chat. We got Aunt Jack still talking up in there. I feel really bad for the contractor who died because he went at the wrong time to get a permit. I agree. I think that's all I could really say. I mean, you're showing up to pay a stupid licensing fee, so you're already in a bad fucking mood, and then you get shot by some fucking psycho. Yeah, not the best way to go out, yo. I mean, anybody got anything or no? Because I'm not leaving dead air. I ain't Donka.
No, I'm looking at something that AOC actually commented on Twitter. Jake Tapper said, "No, I didn't know that she was nasty." POTUS says about Meghan Markle Markle in the clip
Markle.
after the interviewer told him that in 2016 she'd threatened to leave the U.S. if he was elected. And AOC said, readings from the Misogynist Dictionary. Nasty. Adjective. 1. A woman who doesn't bow under your thumb. Or 2. A woman who's not attracted to you. Example. When a misogynist encounters a, quote, nasty woman, he'll almost surely try to denigrate her appearance, intelligence, or character.
But maybe she's just a nasty fucking bitch and a horrible human being. Because heaven forbid a woman's fucking an asshole.
Yeah, I know. God forbid we're actually right every now and then, right? I mean,
God forbid someone calls a fucking spade a spade.
Yeah, you're a fucking cunt, eh? Yeah, she's a cunt. Like, come on.
I don't know who to stand up for in that one. Meghan Markle or fucking or Buddy Horseface.
Neither of them, they're both shit.
Who the fuck do you stand up for in that one?
Well, sooner or later, y'all are gonna have to stand up for yourselves. Obviously, the monarchy can't handle it. Your fucking parliament can't handle it. And yeah, I'm looking at you too, Aussie. You're still under the Commonwealth umbrella. So yeah, looking at you too, bud. Sooner or later, you guys are gonna have to figure your shit out, man.
Oh, hang on. As far as we're concerned, she's an American. So this ain't our fucking problem, son.
Elizabeth is not a goddamn American.
Hey?
I'm talking about Queen Elizabeth.
No, Meghan Markle.
Well, now she gave up her United States citizenship to be a British citizen.
Stiff fucking shit.
As a United States citizen, you are not allowed to take titles at all. So, like right now, dude, right now, Farty, you try and knight me, I have to tell you to go fuck yourself. Or I need to get a new country because I'm not allowed to have titles.
Yeah, but stiff fucking shit, though. Stiff fucking shit.
Anyway?
She's a goddamn Buddy Seppo as far as I'm concerned, so stiff fucking shit.
Yeah, but also, Dodge, who the fuck's going to give you a title anyway?
Hey, I'm related to Lord North, motherfucker. Keep it up.
He was hoping that Sean Connery might eventually become a royal and somehow knight his ass.
I know. Hey, Game of Thrones explained this. A knight can knight another knight. So a knight is a knight is a knight. So it's all good.
Yeah, that's not how that works over here. That's not how any of that works.
Yeah, no, Hyper. He already has a title. It's Killer Keemstar.
Hey man, I wish I had those numbers. You know what I'm saying? God damn. But the thing is, no, as a United States citizen, you can't take titles of nobility from any other country. You would have to denounce your own citizenship. No. You can't have, let's say Trump in the 90s was knighted. He would not be able to run for president right now. You cannot hold titles of nobility. You can't. It is against the Constitution. You can't do it.
No, Spud. She isn't coming back from her motherland would be like Africa or something like that.
Which is why their MEP or whoever the fuck he is, the one that Trump is supposed to be seeing, is not going to be president ever. Oh, prime minister.
Well, no, and here's the thing, though. Why exactly do you guys care about titles of nobility at this point? Your own queen is neutered.
I don't give a shit about that sort of stuff.
She's an old, lame bitch. And by bitch, I mean an old female dog. She is a lame bitch. bitch. There's nothing you can get out of her any fucking more. She should have advocated 10 years ago. What is going on here, people?
She abdicated 10 years ago. Would have been stuck with Julia Gillard.
Ow. Spud. United States citizenship is a myth anyways. All you colonials will come back to the motherland eventually. Meghan Markle is just the beginning.
Oh, what fucking cunt said that?
Hammered Spud.
Yes.
Oh, Spud, you cunt.
Yeah.
I thought you were reading off an article. You almost make
No.
me
Hammered
Spud.
Spud. Spud is being vicious.
Yeah,
Oh,
right.
Okay.
And then he agreed with Hyper. He goes, true, Hyper, but it's all part of the Empire, really.
Nah, because
Well,
part of the fucking
let's have
Empire
this.
anymore. We got rid of that shit.
Let's have this conversation.
No,
You
we're
want to
Yeah.
call me a colonial? I'm a colonial. Okay. Well, we led an uprising. We took over, and we created the strongest country on earth. Matter of fact, you didn't have to call for our fucking backup not once but twice, nigga. What? I mean, what are you bitching about? Like, come on. Like, you're not under the fucking umbrella of NATO. Like, the United States isn't backing you up every second of every fucking day, you little island nation. You think you're going to be conquered? You don't think Putin could take you in 48 hours if it wasn't for us? I mean, come on.
To be honest,
Let's
Russia
real.
would fuck up the American army quite badly.
Oh, go ahead, Hyper. I was hoping for a longer rant than that because I just like laid into you.
Well, to be honest, I mean, if it came to the British Army versus the American Army would lose something credit because our soldiers are trained a lot better. When it comes to close quarter CQB, we fucking mastered that shit. We were teaching you cunts that when it came to Iraq.
Same.
Fair enough, but yeah, you might be better
Because
trained.
the American Army
What are you gonna do
no
with
idea.
50,000 screaming fucking Americans ripping into fucking London? You're not going to do shit. You're going to run and hide.
No, we do have quite a lot of armed response unit, which are highly trained as well. The military could be scrambled fairly quickly. There's the SAS, they'll fuck your shit up for something chronic.
You're acting like we don't have an Air Force. You're remembering you're going against the might of the United States here.
Except
The American-
nobody in their right mind will ever invade the United States because they're all afraid of the fucking, not only the U.S. military, but they're afraid of the goddamn citizens. And I'm
Britain
not.
invaded. Go ask the Indians.
No.
Yeah, but you also seem to think that the British population is just going to stand by and watch someone invade? No, we're fucking rowdy bastards. We'll start throwing pint glasses at people and fucking.
Hey, man, I'm gonna land. I'm
them
gonna
with
take off.
chairs.
I'm gonna land. Take off my parachute in Leeds. Walk up to the nearest pub, and you guys are gonna serve me. Why? Because I fucking said so.
You just get smashed in the face with a bar stool, mate.
Oh no, I'm walking in with the rifle, dude. I'm gonna just shoot them and take their beer. But you know, it
It
is
doesn't
what it
matter.
is.
Some cunt will just smash you over the head with a bar stool. Simple as.
I almost
I'll-
guarantee you.
I'll put a pint glass in your face.
I almost guarantee you that Hyper's right.
Put this way, over here in the UK, we use the term glassing as a verb for people who get a pint glass to the face. You get glassed, that's when someone smashes a
Yeah,
pint glass to your
Yeah,
face.
you got a squad of United States 101st Airborne moving in to clear the area inside your pub. Are you hitting them with a fucking beer stein?
Oh,
I doubt it.
they'll fucking do that, man. You get a bunch of football hooligans. They've got fucking balls of steel and they're mental.
Dick test girls, you're both prit.
Or we could just
You-
drop our paratroopers on you. That would just, I think.
You are breaking up like a motherfucking sod, Shorty. Okay, so Aunt Jack in the chat says, isn't the invasion of the UK almost completed already? Saying that we're being currently invaded and conquered in the UK.
Yeah, pretty much so. It's fucking.
Well, then why are you going to fight the Americans? You should be welcoming us with helping hands. Yo, our American cousins, we missed you.
Because you're overdressed, overpaid, and overeat. That's why. Remember that one?
And also, to be fair, if they did that, the Muslim population pops up, blowing themselves up at Americans.
Oh God, you can see half of Leeds just blow up, right?
Yeah, pretty much so. Where I live would just be
fucking
Yeah.
London, fucking gone, just wiped out.
I'd laugh if no cunt fucking bloody translated it before, and then one day they go, I wonder what Ramadan actually means. Let's see, look it up here. Daisy chain. Huh?
You have to have like a chip bag next to you for that sound effect. But
No, he just spits through his lips.
Yeah.
Fair enough. But all right, so let's take the Muslim population into account here. All right, the 102nd Airborne, the 101st drops in northern England, right? The 102nd drops in southern, so London. What's going to happen when the 102nd Airborne hit the ground in London?
Then you'll probably get our paratroopers fucking your shit up.
No. Here's what'll happen: is that both sides will end up in a fucking pub just drinking.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, that's a good point, right? Like, we don't want to fight you fuckers. We're here to save you from the refugees, homie.
No, it'd be a bit more of a, come here, laddie, have a fucking beer. I don't want to kill you, son, but I'll fucking kill you, then I'll have a beer. Come have a beer, so I don't have to kill you first.
Well, it would be interesting, though, because if you had the same thing happen that happened in World War II, you would have a scattering of the 102nd or the 503, whichever one is the one dropped into London. The thing is, when they scatter, they're going to drop into these no-go zones, right? So you're going to have American soldiers in the middle of fucking Baghdad, London. That would be.
Why are you talking about going to war with the UK?
Because he's special ed.
Apparently, he's acting like it today.
He was doing that the other night as well.
God.
Because his wife knows when she's going to get pregnant again. Is when they're getting it on. And he's
Is that
fucking
it, Dodge?
London. Yeah.
Is that it, Dodge?
London, England. Yeah.
Is
London,
Mrs.
England.
Mad Dodge pregnant again?
Shut up, Sharadi. You're ruining me, Stiffy.
No, I have not. What's wrong with you people?
Yeah, it's just
What's
like,
wrong with us people?
fucking
This
hell.
is rich
another
coming from
kid.
you, Dodge. This is fucking rich coming from you.
Eat a BLT. What the fuck wrong with you?
Oh, hell.
God, I wonder what the fucking neighbors think.
Hate me. That's what they think. They hate me. It's all right. I'm always inside yelling at the mic. You know how it is.
Like a senile old man with dementia.
No, I mean my neighbours are a young couple that I don't really talk to them much, so they don't really know what's going on.
Are they a bunch of cup drinkers?
I don't know. I don't really know, but just to hear London, 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 London first thing in the morning must be like, what the fuck is wrong with this cunt?
God damn. No,
London
Why
who?
do we have to move next? This fucking lunatic.
I was looking for a topic that I didn't have to search for, assholes, but now you're being pricks. So
When do we not
Yeah.
being pricks?
Is there a porn star called London something or other?
Probably.
I don't. Yeah, probably. I don't know though.
Oh, well, I reckon there is.
Oh, you people
Totally.
are absolutely terrible.
Totally taking the context out of the conversation. That. Oh, he was having a wank to some porn star called London's. No, that was completely not the conversation we were having. Well, it is now, but fucking back then it's not.
Or it could be the fact he was just having a
alright.
wank to a London map.
All right, I pulled up Drudge Report. First story that catches my eye. Will the United States replace ideal of American individuality with overreaching, overbearing federal government? Will it? That's a good question. Let's go ahead and ponder that. I say it will. I say government is a necessary evil, but the necessary evil has overstretched its bounds. It has gone beyond its limits. It has went from a necessary evil to an overbearing, over-controlling nanny state. Prove me wrong.
For what now?
Buddy, crickets, I win. Okay.
What? No, I didn't hear what you said. I was looking for a topic. You said you were looking for a topic, so I went looking for a topic.
All right. So, the United States is now overriding the individual for the sake of the federal government, and they're overreaching and they're becoming tyrannical, and it is a problem. Now, government as a necessary evil is a thing, but the necessary evil, when it overstretches and becomes a nanny state, is no longer necessary evil. It is the tree of liberty being rotted out from the roots up. Is it not?
It can be. And Hyper literally just gave you £2 and told you, shut up, Mad.
Yeah, I just literally just spent £2 for that. Best £2 ever spent.
All right, then I will oblige, but no dead air, cunt.
All right.
Okay, we'll just abuse you then instead. And
Oh
you can't
shit!
say-
I was just scrolling through Twitter and came across something from some person named Rosina on Twitter. Warning: I've just been attacked by 3 Romas in a gray car.
Oh, you mean Jippos?
Apparently, they asked for direction, and the woman in back grabbed my wrist and tried, God, that's spelled wrong, to remove my bracelets and rings. They drove off, but they will be looking for other victims. BL1 Bolton.
Did you get a fucking rego number?
That's just what it says. BL in all capitals with the number 1 and then Bolton.
Huh.
Because that's in Bolton, then obviously that was the Bolton's a bit of a shithole.
Yeah, well, I was looking up Pornhub to see if there was a porn star with the last name with the name London. Yes. The first thing that came up was Layla London. I'm gonna have to go back to that. I'll get back to you on that one.
You just got to go do some. You're going to go do some scientific research, are you?
Yep.
next thing here is fucking party unzipping his flies.
And Theresa May tweeted one day ago, "We may not only have the highest employment since World War II, but also the highest minimum wage ever. But we want to go further and end low pay completely in the UK. The only way we will do this is with the conservatives' balanced approach to the economy.
Do you know how they classify people as unemployed? If you have like even a 0-hour contract, you're not unemployed. So you're employed. So they use 0-hour contracts to basically fudge the fucking unemployment figures.
Wow. Hey, Dodge, you really don't have to shut up.
Yeah, you can talk again now.
Oh, all right. I have permission. The $2 is spent. All right.
Yeah, the
okay.
£2 is spent.
$2
All right.
dues.
Hey, I gotta respect the will of the people.
The will of the bored Brit with fucking just bored. So yeah, £2 for that. Fuck it.
Ooh.
But all right, so since you told me to shut up, I'm gonna bring up a topic that might piss you off. Doctor Who, what the flying fuck?
Who?
Is it the new
Doctor
series? Because I don't give a flying fuck about it. I give literally
Oh, you
zero
watched
fucks.
it. You watched it.
No, I haven't.
You
I've been too busy doing other things like contemplating suicide.
I see it. I see
Or
it in your eye.
sticking a dick in a blender.
Okay, Doctor Who, I absolutely used to love. As soon as they went all #sexism, no, I stopped.
I kind of stopped watching after Pete Capaldi.
I watched the Peter Capaldi season. I did.
I thought Pete Capaldi wasn't a bad doctor. Wasn't amazing, but he was a pretty decent one.
Well, you know what made me mad? Back when I actually had cable, right? I got the upper tier just to get BBC America. Why? Because I wanted to watch Robin Hood. I liked that show. The actors were good. It was funny, lighthearted, and a good show.
And now I'm thinking of Robin Hood Men in Pants.
But then they took the Robin Hood TV series from BBC and they nuked it pretty much. Like they killed it. Season 3.
What now?
Look at my cam.
Just it's Dalek, yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Dalek. Fuck it. Why not?
I've got an exploding TARDIS blanket and a TARDIS blanket.
Ooh, look at you.
My kids kind of kidnapped both of them.
Oh yeah, it's like my wife. I get the package in the mail right from Psy. She made me a red eye cup, and I open it up. I'm like, oh, this is a badass cup, and then bam, my wife's like, "That's mine," and I haven't since.
Yeah, but you should know by now when you're married, Mod, that what's yours is hers all the time.
That's what she
Nope.
says. I argue that point. That's what she says, though.
Yeah, my lady friend I have seems to have the strange notion that my clothes are hers. No, it's not how that works.
Yeah, fucking speaking of TARDISes, fucking funny anecdote. Singleton, the School of Infantry or School of Land Warfare. Buddy, there's a fucking obstacle course there, and we had this instructor taking us through this obstacle course, and this fucking monkey's a fucking pom, and he's going up to this pile of tires, and he's saying stupid shit like, by the time you reach this exercise, you'll be tired. Ha 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 ha. Shit like that. Anyway, so he's explaining that the fucking
38 says stop working.
Shut up. The shithouse arrangements. He goes, over there you'll see 4 blue TARDISes. You're not to go into the bushes. You only need to go into those 4 blue TARDISes. It was just the way he was saying it. I thought it was funny. All right. Dodge!
And
Dodge.
we're back. Thank you for the short interruption and the commercial break.
Commercial break. Not like you had a small
No.
stroke.
Hammered Spud in the chat said, "That's a painful looking dildo there, Hyper."
Yeah, fucking dildo.
The commercial break. News from Hamel. Gia Jihad, greatest American hero. Get your figure today. Blow him up. Put him together. Learn to make daisy chain. Get yours today. Gia Jihad, greatest American, Arabian hero. Shit, you're going to give away the fucking target.
And welcome to Uncle Putin's All Access Arms Sale. Well, right over here, we got the AK-47s, lots of rounds. It's perfect.
I know you bought one of those furry like Russian hats earlier with like the actual sticker thing on. I was like a vintage fan with my lady friend. It's just like, oh, that looks cool. And how much is that? It's like £25. Like, no, I'm not spending that for a commie hat. I was like, I want it for trolling purposes, but it looks funky and everything, but I'm not spending £25 on a hat to troll commies.
Hey, Hyper, do you have $50,000 that you're just, you know, nothing to do with it? You're bored. There's nothing you can own that would be any cooler. Well, take a look at this Russian tank. $50,000. It'll come fully loaded. I'll give you everything. You got the works, my friend. They ban knives in the UK. Motherfucker, you got a tank. You don't need to worry about any of that.
I could drive a tank around on the UK roads anyway.
Yeah, that's right. That's right, actually. You can't have a knife, but yeah, you can have a fucking armored fighting vehicle or a tank, or you can drive the AFV around.
What you mean, can't have knives? Probably, what was it? So, so apparently this is illegal then. Because that's totally legal. I can own this.
Dude. Yeah, no, it's even black and scary. That's an assault knife. And
it's one of those tactical assault knives. Yeah, it's one of the tactical assault knives.
What the fuck is it? Oh, never mind.
It's a meme, Sharati. It's a meme.
Yeah. Before I even finished my question, I answered it for myself.
Yep. we need to introduce Sharati to the tactical assault TV tray.
No. How about never?
It's just a video of some guy getting knocked the fuck out of the TV tray.
She was all like, blah blah blah. Oh no, they're gonna realize I'm blonde. No.
I'm not blonde. I'm going gray. I keep dyeing my hair red.
No, the funny thing is, though, Farty's in the country where they had the gun buyback, right? Not once, but twice. He has an artillery piece on his dad's front yard. You live in the United Kingdom, you know, the country that invented the Magna Carta, the country that the United States of America was fucking breeded from, where we took common law and put it into a republican system, where we adopted the majority of the British ideals, but yet you can't have a knife.
Well, see, you reckon you lot over like, you know, that and a bag of chips and shit when it comes to crime and stuff like that. London was actually
sucks.
you know, fucking Hyper will back me up on this one. That what was it? Late 80s, early 90s, fucking even into the 2000s. Where London was the highest crime rate in the world at one point.
Yeah, but
Actually,
like at one point, Glasgow had the highest murder rate in the whole of the EU.
Well, no, it's not at one point, man. Last year, London beat New York in homicide rates. Do you understand what that means? Like,
Yeah.
dude,
Yeah.
dude, New York, really?
Yeah. Yeah, so like I said, you know, you're not all that the bag of chips, you know.
We don't like the fact that our crime rate is as high as it is. Despite the fact that the crimes keep happening, it's not as fun that people keep bitching about it as people seem to think it is. It's actually quite sad, unless you're a sociopath and have no empathy.
What's this empathy you on about?
Yeah, what is
See,
this
I
thing?
know that you both have emotions, especially you, Hyper.
I'm fucking with you. Jesus Christ. Don't be so goddamn pedantic about this shit.
Why?
Stop
You're just,
fucking with her.
you're just gonna
Stop.
get a ha funny dickhead. That would have been better.
Nah, I'm good without it.
Well, it's called banter. You should learn it.
No, especially when I'm tired.
Hyper, stop fucking with you. You don't know where she's been, mate.
Yeah, fuck knows where that's been.
Oh, I need to go back to the laundry room is where I need to go.
I'm sorry,
That's where
Shirley. I'm sorry.
That's where she's been, in the laundry room. Anyway, take that as you will.
So
Now,
we need to put Shirati in for a spin ride away.
Shirati, can you grab my work shirt and trousers on your way out, please?
Sorry, Sugar, you're gonna have to get those yourself because you live where you live and I live where I live and I ain't crossing no fucking oceans because I hate the ocean.
Oh,
I
but
truly
then
do. I've never been near an ocean. I won't go near an ocean.
oh, have you never actually been to, wait, no, this is a real question. Have you never been to the coast?
No.
Wow.
I've never been to the coast. I've never been near an ocean. I don't want to go near an ocean.
Why not? The
And
beach is fun. You get sand in your vagina.
I've been to beaches where lakes are. Those are beaches.
But Shirati, I now know where you live, so I'll just drop him around then.
Well, so we're gonna like kidnap Shirati and take it to the seaside.
The fuck you are.
But no, I'm really intrigued. Like seriously, I get it. You're in a landlocked state, but you said you travel to other states with your husband.
I do.
Why the fuck have you not been to the coast?
Because
Like I live in Oregon and I lived in California. I'm born in Louisiana. All of these are coastal states. Like, how can you not go to the coast?
I live pretty much slap bang in the middle of the fucking United Kingdom. I can still go to the fucking. I still go to the fucking beach.
You can probably walk to the coast. You live in Britain.
No, I take fucking 2 hours by fucking car.
No, that's what I was gonna say. Is yeah, you can walk like 2 blocks. You're on an island, motherfucker.
No, I walk 2 blocks. I'm like to get bum raped by some hacky.
Some packy. Oh, I meant Abby.
That's a bit of a fucking disingenuous comment from someone who used to live in California, Dodge. That, like, you know, how many times have you heard on TV where poor little Jimmy or poor little Tequan lives in fucking bloody shit stink fucking California?
You know what? This is the only response I'm going to give you. I'm going to cut you off because this is the response you're going to get. Unless it's cheat and he fucking got murdered, I don't give a fuck.
Watch him go off on the wrong tangent.
If you an Amber Alert to my phone, you know what I do? I swipe right and I fucking ignore it. Fuck you. I don't give a fuck.
Isn't that you do? You're the concern for the Amber Alert taking the kids.
What?
Why is it my business when Amber Alert gets released in Utah? I'm in Oregon, you cunts. Why do I care?
What the fuck?
Why do I care about Utah at all?
What the fuck?
Seriously, I'll get alerts from all over the West Coast direct to my phone. All over the West Coast.
What's wrong with your fucking alert system? Is it retarded? Like you?
Fucking fuck! Where
I
the
think-
fuck did I say anything about fucking Amber Alerts, you dill pickle?
Oh,
Did
now
you
I
just call him a dill pickle?
Yeah, now I
Yes.
want pickles, damn it. You asshole. Wife, go get pickles.
What the fuck's this fucking Amber Alert bullshit? What the fuck? I never said anything about that.
What I'm saying is missing children are not my business unless they're my children and they're missing.
I never was
All of
saying
them
anything
just
about
stealing.
missing. I was not saying anything about missing fucking children either. I can't even remember what I was doing there. Thanks,
we
fucking
need to
Hodge.
rewind this shit and play it back for him because you were, sir.
Eh?
You said you were in California. What about all these missing children alerts and this and that? And then I
What?
jumped in and started talking.
What?
Oh, bloody hell. Moving on. Why should Deanna Troy die in a teleporter accident?
Because Deanna Troy is Deanna Troy and she is insignificant.
The only good thing about Diana Troy was the tits.
Fair assumption. I don't disagree.
Got a nice
Yeah, they were fairly perky. I'll give her that.
That's what you call a push-up bra.
You shut up and knock it off because if you
Aw,
ruin
am I ruining your fantasy? Push-up
You are.
bras have existed for a long time, and they were my best friend when I was younger.
Farty, stop it. I think I know what you're doing. You need to stop.
Dwayne.
God damn.
Fucking hell.
All right. So here we are. We're about ready to hit 4 o'clock on the West Coast. I've already been online since 1:32. So we've about gone the distance here, guys. Any last
Fucking long ass time.
thoughts?
You better be calling Farty a thought.
I totally was. You're right.
Yeah. That's all I got to say about
I'm
that.
kidding. Hey, calm down, Beavis.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Children,
So
get your
Sherrod-
goddamn food.
So Sherardi, you were talking about Michigan when we first started, right? Any last thoughts on the current state of the bills that are passing through your state legislator?
If it passes, the state's more fucked than what it already was to begin with.
Fair
I
enough.
don't want
fair
this.
assumption.
No, I sincerely don't want this state turning any more blue than what it is down south because of that Rashida Tlaib bitch. And she needs to run her bitch ass all the way to DC and stay there.
Is that the bitch that's trying to make it so that it's going to be illegal for a white person to call the police on a black person? Or something retarded like that. I saw something dumb like that in your state anywhere.
Yeah. That was earlier today, and that's not her.
Alright.
But I think
Well,
it's because of her that it might be happening.
Oh, great. So,
Well, no, and fair enough, totally. I happen to agree with you for the most part. Let's go on to Farty. Okay, you had the Australian elections, man. We talked about that a little bit last night. Have you looked into it a little bit more? Any other thoughts on it, or no? Fuck off, and we move on to Hyper.
Hang on. I a perfect summary all lined up.
Farty, when was the last time you slept?
3 days ago.
Fucking hell, mate, go to bed.
Hang on a tick. Yeah, here we go. Perfect summary for it. Couldn't give a fuck. There you go.
Wait. I waited all that time for I couldn't give a fuck. Yeah. All right. Go to bed. Hyper. Hey. So you had the MP elections. You got the Brexit party coming up big. You have
the MEP ones.
You have Theresa May on her way out. You have turmoil, really, politically in Great Britain. You're not necessarily of the political class, but as somebody from the outside looking in, any thoughts as we wrap up the show, sir?
Shit's fucked.
Fitz shocked.
Yeah, you're about as fucking short and sweet as fucking Farty. So
yeah, it's a complete fucking cake and ass party, mate. Total clusterfuck. It is FUBAR.
Fucked up beyond all relief.
Recognition.
Recognition, relief, whatever. I always mess up the word. It's kind of my thing. I stick to that. God damn it. So, all right. Here's the thing, guys. We'll be back tomorrow for the World War I stream. I know I started early today, and it's for you guys probably only an hour long. Really, it's 3.5. So go back, check it out. Thank you for all the new subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, and you shut the fuck up. If you haven't subscribed yet and you would like to, please hit that subscribe button and the bell. And ignore Ferrari because she is a dumb cunt, and we all ignore her.
Yeah, she's a woman, and women don't have rights.
Hey, that's right.
Like, comment, subscribe.
Oh, now listen to her. She's All right, guys.
Paying attention to what Farty says. He's a fucking Australian and they're just mental.
Thank you, everybody, for coming out. We are out of here. Good night, good luck, and don't go to France without a yellow vest. Good night.